He's still muted.
Yeah, everybody's here.
No, I'm there. I'm just trying to get the right headset connected.
Trying to get the right headset. So the ROG
Because it's connected to my earbuds. Y'all already knowing
live, and people are buying it. They're snatching it up.
Okay, how much is it? Since people are crying about
$99.
Where's my flowers, Sick? Where's my flowers?
Okay, you were right. There you go. You were right.
There you go. I was right on, almost on the dollar.
Yeah.
So it just went live for both white and the black. And
I'm in line.
It's already
I'm in line.
Out. Damn. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
No, don't say that. It says I'm in line. Don't start that.
Well, I do deserve some flowers from Realist because he was like, "Oh, it's gonna be over 1,000 before MSRP." I'm like, "Nah, bro, nah."
I ain't never say over 1,000 because it's basically a Ally 2, right? And if that's $900, how could they price this one at 1,000?
They did mark it down recently, though. To be fair,
the Ally 2.
No, the first one they marked it down.
Yeah, we're talking.
But they waited to the last minute to do it, though.
Yeah, they really did. But
they're trying to get those final sales.
On the Xbox full screen experience on my handheld last week.
It's a tough market.
I'm
less you gotta get every dime
for now. But I might still get one. But the white one is still pretty great though, even at $599, considering.
You know what? I heard a lot of compliments about the white one from people who usually the loudest on Twitter after the Summer Games Fest, I think there was. There was a lot of people commenting on the white one more than the black. So I was like, cool, interesting.
Yeah.
I just don't like white devices.
Yeah, they get.
I don't either, and I didn't like the new the white Series X. That's sick. I said, man, that's ugly. And people were like, no, it's cool. No, I don't.
Oh, the Series X. Yes.
I did not like that. I did not say that.
I did.
iPod ugly. Fuck no.
No, someone thought it was good looking on our chat, or it was beautiful. I don't like white devices.
No.
So
yeah, me neither.
No, I don't.
I'm all black everything myself.
So a couple of things is the Tokyo show went on this morning, like early in the morning for us US people. Then another price hike was announced for. Are they okay? So is this a sign they're trying to push out consoles, even though they're saying they're still in the console business, or is this the times of the economic times that we're in?
I would say it's the latter. I mean, even Nintendo. See, as much as people are giving crap to Xbox about this, which I don't begrudge at all, right? I totally get it, right? Because Sony got the crap for it, as they deserved, right? But I think Nintendo gets the worst of it. You know why? Because they did it to the last gen system after the new gen one was already released. That's when they did the increase to the Switch one. I'm like, but where's the smoke for that? They got a little bit of smoke for it, and it was quickly forgotten.
Yeah.
Quickly forgotten by everybody. Once again, Nintendo getting the pass. And I feel like Xbox is getting it worse than Sony did when they did it, right? Because they got jumped on for sure. I'm not going to act like they didn't, but it's not at the same level.
Can I make a prediction on that Switch too?
Let's hear it.
Wait till after the holidays because they're going to mark that price up on that too. So
here's the thing. I'm thinking now, maybe not to say that. Maybe I should hold off on selling it and wait to put it on eBay till closer to the holidays. Maybe I get a little more for it and do the greedy thing. You know what I'm saying? Shoot.
Yeah,
since, like
I mean,
said,
one could with their Series X if they could sell it for $500 on like Facebook or something. Because based on the new price that's going to happen in October, it's $649 now.
Yeah,
I will have to give Destin credit though, and I don't normally give Destin credit, but he had that one tweet where he says, "My return on my Series X that I bought on day one is getting a bigger return than the S&P," and I'm like, "That's pretty funny."
It is
because I bought it day one too for $500.
Yeah, me too. Straight from Microsoft.
Yeah, it's nuts. So the Series S 512 gig model is going to be $399. The Series S 1 terabyte. Are they still out there? That's the black one, right? Because I could never find one.
Black one. Yeah, that was always hard to find.
I could never, because I was ready to trade in my white Series S to get the black one. And I could never find it.
At that point, it was better off to get a Series X back then. Even I think I had said that, but maybe I didn't. But I would have thought I did.
And then the Digital X $599, which, and the X regular $749, and then the Galaxy Black is it's $800. Wow!
Just get a bigger hard drive, man. Save the money.
Yeah.
And those hard
because
those
remember
expansion cards
remember
are going down too. The 2 terabyte.
Yeah, remember Sick when we were Sheik was getting one, our buddy Sheik, and we were he was justifying the buying that the original price for the Galaxy matches up for the extra space, right?
Yes.
It sure doesn't now.
Now it does.
Now it doesn't.
But
You know,
back then it did. That was a fair point of his. Yeah.
right.
That is nuts. So did you get through on the purchase?
Still in line, man.
Still online.
So probably not. Yeah.
No, I just went on. You can get it. You can get on and get in line.
Yeah, he's already online.
Yeah, I'm in line right now.
High demand product. So all those people that were hoping for $399 and $499 for the white one, it's still
What?
$600.
Who was asking for that
still got
price?
stuff.
No, Alex was. That thing would be $399. I'm like, y'all
Alex,
crazy.
boom.
Yeah.
A bunch
But
of
Alex is a- yeah, but Alex is a notorious cheapskate, which he used to admit honestly, but now he doesn't as much. Shout out to Doc Dark. He was always open about him being a cheapskate, right? Like, so he wore it on his shoulder like a badge of honor. He didn't pretend like he wasn't. But Alex would say it sometimes, but then when I give all these excuses like he better than about it. And so now he's definitely gonna flip this tomorrow whenever he does a video on the subject as to why Xbox totally fucked up, but it's got nothing to do with the politics or not at all because Nintendo and everybody else did it. But you know what? At least he gave the other one smoke. He did give Nintendo smoke. Of all the guys who I said didn't give Nintendo smoke, he definitely did. For Tanga, that's all he's about now is giving Nintendo smoke. He doesn't make any other kind of content. So I don't even watch his content. I just see his headlines. It's always about Nintendo. It's always the same shit. Like, I already know what's going on with Nintendo in the news. I don't need to hear it regurgitated from him. So shout out to him for always staying on the ass too. Of all the people I must say who don't talk about Nintendo, those two guys definitely do. I'll at least give them that because it's it's only fair. But yeah, man, these tariffs and all of that, it just is what it is. But like everybody is once again, blaming Microsoft like they're the great evil. But it's the Xbox attacks, if you want to call it that. The blind hate of Microsoft, all these other things. It is what it is. It just is. Let's not pretend like it's not, But no, these prices are disappointing. Not gonna pretend.
They are.
They are. And if I didn't get the full screen experience on my White Ally last weekend, I'd be feeling some kind of way about this. But also, even at $8.99, if it was $8.99, I'm still was thinking I'm not gonna buy it anyway. I could, but that's not really a smart thing for me to be doing right now. I already wasted that money on a Switch. In hindsight, had I known, I wouldn't have bought the Switch. My admittedly great experience with Zelda wasn't worth all of that, right? It's in the box already, and like I said, I don't know if we said this. I don't know if I said this.
He was so hyped for the Switch too. Poor guy.
Yeah. But Nintendo being Nintendo, I remember why I don't fuck with them too heavy anymore, right? But I don't know if I just said this on air or if it was just before we went on air. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit closer to the holidays. I feel I'm gonna observe the prices and then I might drop it on eBay. Then it's already in the box and everything, so it's already good to go with both Zeldas. The Pro controller. What else did I get for it? The case. Although I'm keeping that case.
A lot of crap with that purchase.
Yeah,
he did. He got the whole gambit.
Yeah, I got the whole gambit because I didn't have anything, right?
I mean, you could have started a Nintendo channel and be just with your stuff that you bought.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm not gonna be like some people we know, right? Who are one side not as switches.
You don't want to start your videos with like, "What's up, guys? Welcome to another video."
I'm a poser. Like I still love Nintendo like it's 1989 still. Yeah, they done left me a long time ago.
Well, I gave my Switch some extra life with swapping out the batteries. So that one's still ticking. The first one.
That's cool. You should mod it.
Getting a return from that because they jacked the price on that one too. So,
yeah. There you go.
It's
a weird generation. This is a weird generation, man.
Since it started.
Yeah.
Ponty.
The only reason why it's weird is because people weren't paying attention. No, because it's sick. People like sick who bought the Switch. No, I'm just messing with you. Look, because I've been saying this whole generation that Nintendo showed PlayStation and Xbox the way, right? That they showed that the market will support holding the line. And so they had the whole generation. They never lowered the price. Now they're raising the price.
Mhm.
And the only people that are complaining are the hardcore gamers. And guess what? We already got one.
Yeah.
Right. And so people who are just now looking into getting the Switch, they're not paying attention to what it was before.
Yeah.
So you look at what's going on now. Okay.
You made a good point. You made a good point about people not paying attention, right? Because from the complaints that I hear from the price increases, and don't get me wrong, I don't like it either. But for the last 2 or 3 years, all three of these companies have been saying, we're not subsidizing our hardware anymore. You're going to have to pay for it. And in fact, Phil came out and just said it plainly as day. We're not subsidizing our hardware anymore. You're going to have to pay for it.
That was fairly recent, though.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But all three of them have made comments or made some hints to it. It was, maybe it wasn't out and about like some people expect it to be full blown in front of them. But if you read between the lines, they're all three telling you that, so I agree with that the signs were always there. But
yeah, I mean, because you look, I just knew that from the way that Xbox and especially PlayStation, right? PlayStation has been raising prices. Then Xbox started doing it, right? And people are not really understanding, or they are just in denial. They're basically conditioning the market. Imagine the negative press that there would have been if Xbox announces the new Xbox and it's $1,000, right? Oh, they're out of their minds. Right, and then you hear how PlayStation is creating a model with this price focus. The PS6 is supposed to be price focused. How are they going to do that with all the stuff that they're saying? And they're charging $750. It'll be $800 before the end of the generation.
Yep, it's not going to be no $500, man.
Yep.
Right.
And we know all of those reports are bullshit. That's the funny thing about it. We know it's not from any kind of. It's just fanboys regurgitating what they wish.
Well, no, but it's not. I mean, but even then, to Realis's point, it's like, okay, so it's supposed to be a more powerful machine. It's supposed to be better, and it's supposed to be cheaper. Doesn't make any sense at all. Literally does not make any sense at all. So
it makes
all how tech works. So you remember, like when what was it, the 1X. Right, when the Scorpio came out and they announced 500, remember Keeley leaked that, right? The price. Yeah. And everyone's like, well, which was cheaper? Because the what was it? The PS4 Pro was 400. And Xbox is not gonna charge the same amount when their console is better. Yeah. They've been taking a loss on the Series X. The Series X is better than the PS5. There's a reason why they don't have a Pro. It's not because they've only sold 35, 40 million consoles. It's because there's no need. The PS5 Pro is basically bringing it up to par with the Series X or a little bit better. And with them trying to implement their own technology, it's not better yet.
Nope.
But I knew that this was going to happen. I didn't know that the price increases were going to go like this, but now I see what's happening. If Xbox is really going to bring a PC to the market, just look at what, like, people are crying about these handhelds. It's like, dude, you got people who've been buying these handhelds for years.
Yeah, long before the Steam Deck.
See, nobody's subsidizing. Sadia brought up Apple, right? Sadia brought up Google and how they're selling. They don't contribute anything to the market, to the gaming market, but they make the most money. But they're watching them sell their hardware for profit. Nintendo's always sold it for profit, but it's weak.
Yes.
So I get accused of being like a corporatist a lot because I just tell straight facts. Because some of my answers, people think I'm cheering on the corporations or I'm defending them. I'm not, because a lot of the questions that I see is, well, when is it going to break? And then my answer is, when y'all stop buying it. Yep. And they're like, well, why are you defending the corporation? I'm not defending the corporation. They're greedy. They're going to try to take every dollar. Don't buy it. Then they will stop. You keep buying it, they keep going. Yep. So.
But if you don't, oh golly.
Uh-oh. Where'd he go?
Uh-oh, what happened?
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
No, yeah, I don't like the price increases either. I mean, that's just insane. Oops, where'd it go?
Who could?
That's just insane what they're asking.
I feel bad for parents. As a kid that grew up with a single mom, I feel for that because that sucks.
Okay, so we're going into our fifth. This is the 5th year, right? When it's been out.
I mean, they should already have it by now, you would think, but
Yeah, that's the other thing. Before you say what you say, this is the point I've heard from a lot of the Xbox guys, and eventually PlayStation dudes are going to start to say this when they really get pushed up against the wall. If you wanted one by now, you would have bought one.
Yeah.
Right? Long ago. All these people complaining about the price would never plan to get one. They're just talking shit to talk shit.
No, but but like my 9-year-old, he's now reached a certain age where he can play certain games that he couldn't, or he may, or you can't control kids' ages. I mean, so there are some parents that are going to be, impacted by that, and that to me,
kid, stay young.
Right.
Well, also though, too, the other thing, and it definitely is a factor with the streamers and stuff. Now both of you have younger kids, right?
And old kids.
Yeah. So you have both of you have a good mix.
Yes.
Well, actually, all three of you have a good mix. So, the rationalization I've seen lately is that PC and streaming, all these streamers, what they see is them on PCs, not these consoles, right? And we're starting to see that too, right? This is why these PC handles are the moves now for these companies. Like, it seems that's the way it's going. Google is already looking to bring Google Play to PC, right? Again, they're doing another push at this. I've been getting emails from them in the past couple days. Who else is doing so? Okay,
they're trying to suck you into their Google Play arcade crap, whatever they have.
No, but on PC though. On PC, like bring.
And I'm going to give Realist props on this because a few weeks ago on this show,
give him props, man.
I know I don't want to build a reputation early, but no, Realist was talking about, it may have been a few months ago. He was talking about how kids are younger now building PCs than ever had been when our generation. So, I mean, my oldest kid, he's 23. He's already out of consoles.
Man, you're old.
Yeah, I am old. He's not going back to consoles. Like I'm begging him to bring back the PS5, just because no one's playing on it right now. But he's not. And I don't even think I drove him hard to consoles or hard to PC. Access. He wanted to play more games. He liked the PC. Plus, he also plays like League of Legends and stuff, which I'm like, you poor guy. But he's a PC guy, and he's not going back to console. So I mean, and right.
Once you go PC, you never go back.
You never go back. Look at Doc Dark. You know what I'm saying? He's been
he went on a laptop though, man. I was like,
yeah.
See, Doc Dark is. But Doc Dark he's got a freaking gaming channel. He's not a casual, right? He's a casual when you want to take a dump on him, but he's not a casual. He's got a gaming channel. He's on Twitter. He's a hardcore gamer, right?
Yes.
So like my nephew, Tech. I think he played with us, Raina and Ray.
Yeah.
Right. He was. They were hardcore PC. I mean, PlayStation, and I was like, y'all don't even play PlayStation games, and y'all telling me PlayStation is better. So remember I told you. So he was the ball boy who caught that last foul ball. So he got like $12,000 when they won.
Oh.
And he went and got a PC. He sold all the consoles. He bought my Switch when he was in college, and he never touched it. He never touches it. His PlayStation's in the closet. And now he has his little desk. He's never gonna go back. Now his sister, she's like, I want Junior to help me build a PC.
Yep.
Because and then when she sees his library with all my games and all his games, it's like, you'll never run out of games. We've already sold Steam to her. We're like, look, you get to play all these games. We get to add 2 more people to or 3 more. Well, my daughter's on there too. We get to add 2 more people to the group, so you can come in. You can start playing.
And
she sold. Well, she just started working. She just graduated, and she's a social worker now. So she just started making money.
Yeah.
So when she wanted a game, it cost her a lot of money. But anyway, what I did say that I remember, Kieran, was that back in the day, a console was the status symbol for kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Agreed.
Now the status symbol is a PC.
A PC.
Because
That's what I'm.
because I'm playing Fortnite with my daughter, and her friends are like, "Oh, Soraya a baller. She's on PC," and I just that's when it hit me that is the new status symbol. When that little kid, his parents bought him a PlayStation, he threw it down. He said, "I wanted a PC."
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a lot of times these kids don't even know what they're asking for. They want a PC to play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Or Roblox.
And they watch their
So,
streamers, and what are streamers playing on? They're playing on PCs too. So I mean,
right, but it's the new status symbol though.
Yes,
because you remember, like Kira, I'm assuming we're around the same age. Back when we were in elementary, you got the Nintendo. When I had the Neo Geo, man, I was the man.
Yep.
Because I was the only one who had one.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you didn't have to wait until Christmas to get a Super Nintendo, you were the man. You
I
got
had
a new
Genesis. My buddy had a Super Nintendo. We'd go back and forth on each other's houses. Played. Yeah.
TurboGrafx. Yeah.
Yep. TurboGrafx.
Yeah, but that's the new status symbol for kids. They all want PCs. They don't even care about consoles. Guess what? This is why PlayStation and Xbox have to play a different game. Because people are not necessarily checking for those games. They're checking for the mainstream games, the Call of Duty, Fortnite. They're not really. Look at Avowed that comes out. It's a good game. Hell, Soros might even be a good game. These kids could care less.
Not at all. Yep.
No, I mean my son does not care about the console war at all. In fact, usually
well, not necessarily the console war, just that these exclusives that come out.
Yes.
These kids don't care about them.
No,
he never really did.
My son only cares about God of War because of the mythology. He didn't want to play Ghost, but he played the hell out of Assassin's Creed. I'm like, dude, that's just Assassin's Creed in Japan. He care less.
Although I do brag because my 9-year-old started playing the original Legend of Zelda on his own. I didn't have to push him into it.
That was cool, when you said that. But listen, the reason I even started talking about the kids playing, on PC because they see the streamers doing it is another thing that I realized, because you said one of you guys said, you feel sorry for the single moms, right? But I've had the idea in my mind for a couple of years, like a year or 3 now, that it doesn't even matter the platform really, but there are so many free or low cost games out there. Every week I talk about, all the free games I'm getting off of Epic and Amazon and all this other stuff, right? A lot of the kids who are watching, what's his name? Kai Cenat, right? He's about to wrap up his marathon at the end of the month here, right? And every time I'm watching it, right? Because I did the same thing that he advised, I'm an Amazon Prime member. You get 1 free sub to use on any streamer a month, right? And he was like, hey, ask your parents if you could use if you could use their free sub, to sub up to my channel and just watch all month for free, right? With no ads, right? So there are so many ways, so many options to get so many games for free on especially PC, but not just that. Like we've discussed this many times, the most popular games on all the platforms, PC and console both, right? A lot of them are free to play, right? Not all of them, but a lot of them are free to play. So
and most of them are being played on a device that the kids already have, and that's the problem they're going to come across. I did, but didn't really mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
That's the problem that they're going to come across, right? This is why Xbox is talking about making games for lower power devices, because if we start moving people into more of a PC platform, the cost is there.
Yep.
Right, but the games that the kids like, and that's the reason why the kids are playing it, is because the game was always available to them. They already have iPads, they already have tablets, and you can play those games already. You can play those games on it. And so the PC is one thing, right? That's for people who want to play more than Fortnite. But how many of these kids want to? That's the future. Yes. I think they got to find a way to break these kids from that. If gaming is to exist the way we know it, where you play a bunch of games, because if these keep going the way, because everybody wants to make a game. I always said there are too many games for one.
There is.
Yeah.
But if they keep putting all these money into these games, they're not going to be a sound investment anymore for people to just go say, hey, here's $100 million, go make this game.
Can I give an update? I just pre-ordered mine on the Microsoft site.
Shoot.
On Microsoft site.
Microsoft is open now.
Yeah, it was over, and it was no waiting. It was just like me clicking and going. So
I figured it would have been.
So screw you, Best Buy. Still not buying from you.
One last thing. This is what I was saying at the end there. Like, I guess I disagree overall about being sorry for like single mom, because there have been so many options for the longest time. Like at the beginning of this generation, right? Remember Xbox had that plan where you get a Series S plus how many years of Game Pass Ultimate, right?
Like 2 of
Was it 3?
Huh?
Was it 3?
Years.
I think 2 years. I want to say 2, maybe 3.
Because they cut up the thing in 24 months, the all access thing.
Okay,
right.
so
So the all access, the all access thing, right? That was a super deal, right? But especially if you're a single mom and you're trying to get a kid a console for that holiday season, right?
But I don't think that really took off, did it?
Well,
we'll never know.
We'll never know, right? But I'm saying, especially in hindsight, or even then, simple logic, right? I advise many single moms that I knew.
Man,
right?
how many single moms do you know?
Yeah.
Some in my family, some not. Come on, bro. Single moms are everywhere, bro. So, hey, some of us grew up with single moms. What are we talking about? But I'm just saying, it is what it is, right? And so they're out there. Unfortunately, we may never know how successful that was, but that was a attempt, right? To meet the customer where they're at. Microsoft has seen the writing on the wall before any of them, right? It's only now Sony is pivoting. Nintendo was always in their corner, but even they can't avoid it forever. And already the word out of TGS is the Japanese developers are kind of unhappy that the Switch 2 really didn't make a boom for third-party software, right? It's really first-party that's successful. That's the typical situation with Nintendo and their platforms anyway. But they expected to be a bit more of a trickle-down effect than there has been thus far. So
why would they expect that, Sick?
I don't know. I don't know.
We've talked about this.
We know. You're preaching to the choir. I'm just saying that's what they expected. We know how this industry is.
But they get paid more than me.
Right. We know this. Yeah, you're preaching to the choir. We've discussed this many times. But that's what they expected. So it just goes to show, right? It just goes to show what we're talking about. These options have been there. Microsoft saw it way early, and the rest did not. Sony and Nintendo did not, and now they're trying to adapt, particularly Sony, but Nintendo's at least been in a better situation, but even that's not seeming to work out for them as well as they thought. The Switch 2, while it's very successful hardware-wise, the software first party will be fine. Nintendo will be all right, but the third party is
going to be like, at Walmart also now.
Yeah, it's all over the place. And all these people who are talking shit, I guarantee you this handheld is going to be sold out its first production run or whatever. It'll be hard to get until the second production run or whatever, no matter what they say. Because I kind
of think that's by design, though, Sick.
Well, of course, it always is. But at the same time, even then, for a lot of the dudes who see the price now, who wanted to get one and are now talking shit and don't want to get one, they're still going to sell out, right? They're still selling out. Because it is. The Xbox tax is there. Right, to talk shit now, right? To talk shit about the price has been happening for a couple weeks. The closer it came to us not hearing about a price and then rumors came up about higher prices.
I was confident as soon as Lenovo let out its prices is going to be $1,000 because I thought they were going to undercut them.
That's when I went 50-50 on it too.
Well, I mean, at least they got OLED. That's going to cost more, and that's what Asus has always shied away from because of the price.
Oh! Did you hear though that for those people who bought that lower end SKU, right, the $1,100 model? They were canceling a lot of the pre-orders because I guess there were too many.
Too many orders?
I was saying, yeah, literally. And this was the thing I was saying 2 weeks ago.
Because of the better price, right?
Right, exactly. But this is what I was saying 2 weeks ago. All the press, all the headline was always about the $1,200 model or even the top end model, which I think is like $1,400 or $1,500. But at least you get a 2 terabyte drive, all this other stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like that's always the headline they say, or they always use the extreme, right, to represent the whole thing, to start their narrative, to get their clicks and views. But the smart people clearly were buying the cheapest model, so much so that they had to cancel a lot of those pre-orders because they can't keep up with that level of demand. It just goes to show people aren't stupid, and their costs,
they're not dumb
always, especially now, right? They're not out and out that blindly stupid, especially when it's tough right now. It just is.
So you got through with the Microsoft site?
Dude, I didn't even wait. I just clicked on it and it says
there was no line. He was the first one.
No line. It's just like, really?
He just stumbled in the store. Hey, you guys have one? Yeah, sure.
Well, I was like, I mean, look, man, I've been burned before. When Best Buy has got that thing going in circles, I'm like, I am not getting one, man. I am not getting.
I've always been fortunate enough to score whatever they have had.
You're a better man than me because I'm
pretty much all the Xboxes I got, and then PlayStation. I actually got 2 of them from Best Buy, and I sold one for profit. I was laughing my ass off because I was posting it like crazy. Like I sold it for hundreds of dollars more than what the launch.
So I was on with our buddy Sheik. Well, I was on the phone with him when he was doing the pre-order for the Pro, and he waited like an hour and a half, and it just gave him good for nothing, man. And I told him, I was like, "You're gonna get burned. You're gonna get burned." I think he knew, but
yeah. And then he crashed out in the most spectacular.
He crashed out, and he never bought it. He goes, "Screw y'all! I'm not even getting it now."
I don't think it'd be even.
And all I wanted was that controller too. The the retro looking controller. That
the 20th anniversary one.
That's all I wanted to play.
That is pretty sick.
Yeah, the controller was nice.
Now,
yeah,
especially now that they've done that update where it can sync with 4 Bluetooth devices at a time within its memory. That's great. A great controller, especially if you're using it on like a Raspberry Pi or whatever like retro device you get. Yeah. Right. It's a perfect matching controller that went, particularly if you're playing PlayStation 1, which was my intention, right? To use that as my emulator controller for like Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, stuff like that. And hard to get. Like these companies always seem to know how to screw up easy profits, right? And then the hard profits, they fall into it sometimes. Like the thing that would be difficult to make money on, they fall into that.
Well,
it would be easy. They screw up.
I knew the way they did the Pro. I knew that was going to fail. Bad.
Well, that was obvious.
Yeah, that was just terrible. Like
Oh, now I see the pre-order. You know what it is too? Even on the Microsoft Store, I guess I had to turn off ad block. So yeah, folks, this is another thing I've been saying since I moved my ad block got reset. Listen, don't run ad block on every goddamn website. Don't do that. It screws you over. Because it happened on Best Buy and now it's happening here. Now, if I went to pre-order, boom, it's right here. I could.
Dude, there was no line. I just popped up and I just went in.
Yeah. Look, checkout's right here. Yeah. Checkout's right here.
Let the ads play. Jeez.
And you know what? I'm gonna do it right now.
What? You know what?
Because they're not gonna take the money till it's about to ship or whatever.
Shipping, yeah.
So
he's gonna sell that Ally as quick as he can, and that's
not the white Ally. I'm probably
Switch.
Gonna
yeah.
The Switch I'm gonna sell though.
Yeah.
No. Shit, I gotta change the address. Fuck. I forgot about that. Fuck. I clicked it so quickly. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sure I can change it or whatever. Review order.
It sucks.
Did you watch the State of Play, Tech?
No, I didn't realize one was going on, dude. With the whole job thing, like I'm not even like.
Yeah, you're kind of getting back into the swing of things. And,
yeah, exactly.
I've been there, man. I've been there.
I mean, last Thursday was my first day, and I even told the guys, like, dude, I got so much going on. It's like I'm not gonna do a show.
Stick and I watched it together. I was impressed. I have to admit, I was impressed. And I mean, Six, my witness, I have not been a fan of their State of Plays for like the last 2+ years.
Oh, like, dude, their show has been sucking balls.
Clearly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching a third party, mess here, and you guys don't have anything in first party. I can watch this any other show, But I was impressed with that State of Play. So there was, I mean, like I said, if you can get me to think, oh, that's pretty cool on 5 things in 35 minutes, that's pretty good. And I'm going to give you, I gave him like an 8.5. And I told him, I even tweeted out to them, I'm like, that's the best show y'all have had in 2+ years.
Really?
I am not mincing any words with them. I'm like,
thanks.
Yeah. I mean, because it's, well, especially the one last year. Remember, Sick, we watched the one last year and we were so bored into like 10 minutes. Like, what are we watching?
What are we doing, bro?
It was like half anime. And it was like, what are we, like, no offense to people that love anime, but man, come on now. It's like, there's no meat and potatoes in this thing,
So So after tax for me, it's 1066.24.
Oh, you got low tax.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
It's
In
like
what
6%
state?
for you.
Jersey?
Jersey. In Jersey, which I heard
Man,
was
I'm
higher
a dollar
tax.
more than you down here in
Texas
We have-
8.2.
Yeah, we do have
Texas.
8.025. And we've had the same sales tax. Well, they got to get you some way. They
Yeah,
get you in property
Yeah,
tax.
we've
and
had
stuff.
our sales tax forever, man. It hasn't been.
Yeah, we've had the same sales tax.
Free shipping. And yeah, Microsoft site, it goes right through, just like you say. So
My
it'll
buddy.
sit there. If I can get my shit together, I'll get it. If not,
Which state is it in PA, or is it next to PA that there's
Delaware?
no sales tag? There's
Delaware?
Delaware?
think
Okay,
it's
so that's
Delaware.
where my
Yeah,
buddy goes.
because they're like,
goes down
I
there.
went there. I used to live in Northern Virginia, so we drove there, and a buddy of mine would buy all of his like tobacco products and stuff and not pay anything taxes there. So
cool.
it's like they're the first state or something like that. I don't know.
Mhm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody from Delaware, but
I believe that's true, though. I think I've
yeah,
heard
I think
this.
they're the first state and they take it
Yeah,
seriously.
so
about the
my
tax.
buddy, he's a big tech head too, and anytime he buys technology, he just goes to Delaware. So I'm going to Delaware, so I don't have to pay no tax.
I always love it when Tech, you know this, Realist too, when you see someone that moves out of state to Texas and they get that first property tax bill.
Oh yeah.
I remember talking to
They're like,
somebody.
"Oh,
I was
man,
walking
no
the
state
neighborhood.
income tax. That's fantastic. And
This
bam.
dude's like, I was from Wisconsin. I thought it was cheaper to live down here. I'm like, they got to get you some way. You don't have. They're going to get their pound of flesh off of you some way. So that's how they do it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna let everybody else get one over. Like
No.
state taxes
No,
and property taxes. Like there are no state taxes here, but you know, hey,
Yeah, Pennsylvania was the same way. I think there's no state tax.
I'm just amazed that you're in Jersey and you had less tax than I did. I was like, oh, okay.
Hey, man, that's hilarious because I heard the taxes up here are way worse. But then I'm coming from Pennsylvania, so I'm supposed to have that sticker shock, which is why I named the price right after tax. And then for your reaction to be that, it's hilarious.
It was like
to
a
me
dollar
now.
more. I'm at
Texas.
1,067.49, so I was a dollar ahead of you.
Oh,
I lived in Maryland. Maryland is a heavy tax state too, so it's like, whew.
So we got the ROG Ally. Finally got the pre-orders and the pricing. Oh yeah, my site just went up live for Microsoft.
I'm holding my trophy up because I guessed it right on the dollar. I said it was 1K, and I was consistent with it. I was consistent.
Okay,
I did not change.
So you guys know more. This will be my first one. Okay. So is the tech that's available with this one good for the price?
Yeah.
I mean, you asking about the black, or you asking about the white one?
The black one.
Okay, so I have said that I think I'm overpaying, but I don't mind. But now that Lenovo's come out, maybe I'm not overpaying as much as I thought I was.
You're really
Does that make
not.
sense?
That's-
well, Lenovo is an OLED though. Like
I get that.
Their
but-
first one was 940, just like the Ally was.
Right.
Yes.
So I don't know. I mean, it's $1,000 for a handheld. That's pretty expensive money. Trust me. If it was me 20 years ago, probably not
I
buying
wouldn't-
that.
yeah, I
So
wouldn't buy it.
you know, right. So I'm in that price range where I'm in that sweet spot of an age range where they love us, right? Because we actually have some money to spend. So you know,
some cash here.
yeah.
So
But I mean, I've drilled people for buying the Pro because I got my award on one guy that I've been
What,
going
the
back and forth with.
PlayStation Pro?
Yeah, I've been hammering people on the PlayStation Pro because I've made the point that they are paying $800 to be a beta user for the PS6,
Yeah.
Literally.
and they're not even getting their money's worth off of PSSR.
Yeah.
You know, so to me, that is an overbuy, an overclock, same CPU, PS5
Well,
that you're getting minimal. I feel better about my purchase at $1,000 with this than I would if I was buying something for $800. That is very minimal on the compared to the.
Well, I remember with the PS4, I had the vanilla PS4 when it launched. And I picked it up maybe a year or two after it launched. And then when the Pro came out, I went ahead and purchased it right away. And I thought after owning it for a while, I didn't see a difference. I was like, I should have just stayed with vanilla. I didn't. It's like the only thing that was different was it added more noise. That whole jet engine crap was real, right?
Yes.
And it was like, so when the PS5 Pro came out, I'm like, dude, I am not falling for that trap again. So I never got the Pro version, the PS5. I kept what I got right.
Yeah, and Dana Carvey scared me when he was doing his presentation. I mean, look, man. I mean, I know there are people that love that guy, and I understand how successful he's been in the past. But can PlayStation find somebody else to try to sell that product that doesn't give me the creepies like he does? I'm just saying, he gives me the creepies. So
the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, like. Yeah, I mean, the way he talks is like, okay, no, not feeling it, dude. But I know he's got his fans out there, so.
He does. What'd you guys think about the Wolverine game?
Oh.
What did I think about the what? I'm sorry, I didn't miss it.
Wolverine.
The Wolverine game. Now. Kieran, I'm gonna let you go first, but you know why I'm going. Who? We know behind the scenes what's going on. So so we'll leave that alone. But yeah.
So I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna maybe I'll surprise. Well, I don't think I'm gonna surprise anybody. I'm actually rooting for Insomniac here because of the leak. Yeah. I thought the leak that sucked. Totally uncalled for. That said,
the leak that came out like last year or so.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of. I think all the assets and stuff that were leaked out, I fell for them. No one wants to see that.
That's why I hate leaks and rumors. I've always said that. I hate it because people are just like, they start going crazy over it, right? Whether it's good or bad, right?
Right.
And then they get disappointed or not disappointed. Right. Either way, because of a leak. And I'm like, you know what? I want to wait until the actual company who has the footage will present it to us directly from them, not some schmo that has it on their GitHub and like, look what I got,
So I'm excited for the game. Plus, Wolverine's my all-time favorite character, and I actually read the comics, like 70s, 80s Wolverine. So I'm happy that they're going with the violent version of it. Yeah. I will say that I am noticing some people that are criticizing it the same way that they criticize Spider-Man 2, without going into what you were referring to, Sig, about Insomniac reusing assets from the previous games. My personal opinion, I don't really care as long as the game is good, the story is outstanding. I don't really care about that.
But using assets, but this is their style though, right?
It is. I mean, they did it with Spider-Man 2. Yeah. They did it with Miles Morales. I mean, so why? And by the way, it's not unique to them. Yeah. If you're in today's market and game development is more expensive than ever before, and you're in a time crunch and you're in a money crunch, you're going to do everything you can to reuse whatever you can.
Yeah.
So I don't find it realistic that you're blaming this as an Insomniac problem when everybody does it. So as long as the story's good and the moves are good, I don't really think Insomniac's going to show me something that I've never seen with Wolverine before. Like everybody was really, they were like, whoa, putting his claws through someone's skull. Dude, I just saw a movie last year that he did that exact move. There's nothing that Insomniac is going to show me that I haven't seen with Wolverine before. Just give me a good game, good story, and I'm good. Yeah. I don't care if you reuse your assets. Yeah.
No, I finally have a game to play on my PS5 because I haven't played anything lately.
And I can play it on my Rogue. I play it on my Rogue when it goes to PC.
And like a year later.
Yeah. I don't care. I got plenty of games to play.
Right.
I need to play the Spider-Man ones first, anyways.
Yeah, I'm just saying that
they're fun and they're good. I mean, I don't know if you say you haven't played them.
No, I actually watched my son play it, so I was impressed with it. The only thing I will say about Spider-Man 2 that I absolutely could not stand was they took liberty on turning him into Superman with the wind tunnels. I'm sorry, Spider-Man doesn't fly, and the winds aren't that crazy in New York City.
They are not. They are not.
Yeah.
That's BS.
And Miles
One
Morales.
in New York,
Yeah,
I can confirm. Yeah.
Right.
And at least, and then in part 2 when they messed up the flag, that was just, oh dear God, how do you?
Yeah, that was a mess up. Yeah, I forgot about that one. For those Puerto Ricans out there who took offense, I can understand. So.
Yeah, bro.
So what are you gonna say, Sick, about the game?
Like, no, I just said that. Like, oh, Wolverine. So here's the thing. Like, the whole time we're watching it, right? I'm thinking to myself, see these animations. He's up in the air a lot more than the ground. He's not on the ground as much as he should be compared to Spider-Man. Although, like Spider-Man has a bit of a ground game too when he's combat, but eventually, he's knocking people up in the air. He's air comboing, like he's been doing since his appearance in Wolverine's appearance in X-Men Children of Atom, and then Marvel Superheroes after that premiered Spider-Man, where he would do that too, with all them air juggles and stuff, right? That's Spider-Man's combat. Wolverine was usually ground level. Did he knock people up in the air and jump and hop over to other people? Sure, but not the level that Spider-Man did. And those were the animations I kept seeing over and over and over and over. I'm like, it's a bit much, but there was lots of footage of him being on the ground and doing all that stuff. But shout out to Game Heroes. This is the first thing I guess I should have said, was because Game Heroes was talking about how Wolverine needs to be at the TGS day to play yesterday, right? But at the same time, why would you have expected that at a Japanese focused event, right?
Hey man, they expected to see Fable from Xbox.
Right. But we more so expected to see what we did see, which is Forza, which did happen. We'll talk about that later, I'm sure, right? So getting back to Wolverine, he was also like, it's got to be violent, bloody, because there's been some talk of nerfing, which made no sense, but he doubled down on that. And I remember myself and others who were hearing him in the space were laughing at him and give him credit, because the way they introduced the game, that it was Wolverine, was some dude's chest, and even before the claws popped out, I instantly knew, right? Some random NPC that he's about to kill, right?
Yeah.
Even before I just saw the chest, I'm like, oh, that has to be Wolverine, because I know they're about to show something gory. And that's when the claws pop out through dude's chest. You see the blood, and he rips him in half, and you see Wolverine's face, like, got the motherfucker. I'm like, yes, we are instantly knew what it was, right? And I think that was a statement that they were making, right? Yeah. Like, Wolverine is here, and it's action and bloody and everything you expect and of a Wolverine game, like the way it should be, right? Yeah. Like the one they made, I think, late 360 era, right? Mm-hmm. Boom, there you have it. So good to see it.
By the way, Xbox needs to take a note with Blade too, because I want Blade to do the exact same thing.
Now the question is up with Blade, yes, but also
I don't think that Microsoft needs to do what with Blade.
That intro,
they need to go to the roots where it's violent, not do
like,
a
like the
Blade.
Okay, I just want to make.
But response to that is, and this is the same thing the conversation was having over there in the spaces about that is, this is the same developers that made the Dishonored games. Why is this even a concern, right? It's the same logic about Wolverine. A Wolverine game. Why is this a concern? Well, these are the same developers that made the Dishonored games. Why is there a concern? Put simply, right?
See, this is another thing. It's not going to be as realistic, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like they said they had to nerf it, right? They felt like she wasn't going to be able to put it going through the dude's face and everything. It's realistic. So with this, there's so many more liberties that they can go about, and they can have pools of blood on the ground. Nobody ever complains about those types of games, when they have those types of graphics.
I think Deadpool helped. I think the Deadpool helped them too.
Yeah,
I mean, because Deadpool came out and was just as pretty gory. So
Disney allowed it, right?
Yeah.
And then also,
I mean, I didn't let my 9-year-old see it. He wanted it. I was like, no.
Yeah, but then also, you gotta remember,
too violent, dude. Wait about 5 years.
Oh, but don't forget, in Blade, those vampires ash. It's really not. I mean, there is blood. There's elements of blood, from humans dying. But when the vampires die, it's usually they ash up, right? Like they burn up real quick. So it's not going to be the same thing, and so it's going to lead to lots of.
I just want a club scene in the game.
Yeah, you want that club scene, right? With the blood going down, all of that. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that for sure. That's an opening
I mean,
scene or
if
something.
the Hitman games have him in a club scene, let's have Blade in a club scene. You know?
Yeah. And speaking of Hitman, I saw a trailer. I don't think it was or was it in the Xbox event where they have a new mission with Hitman where Bruce Lee, I guess I'm playing the same character or a character like he played in Enter the Dragon, where he was a ex-martial artist who's doing like
who got thrown by Brad Pitt. That one?
No.
Good movie.
Enter the Dragon.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, that was a great movie. Yeah,
He got thrown into the car.
Yeah, but I mean, in Enter the Dragon, how his character was like an ex-martial artist who was undercover for like a government, a body, right? And basically, so this Hitman mission that they're doing is basically a Bruce Lee. It's Bruce Lee. Right?
Did you know when they kept using the word Concord? That just stuck out to me every time they used it in the trailer. It's like, why don't?
Yeah, they kept doing that, and so it's so the Hitman is supposed to help out Bruce Lee accomplish his mission, and that was in the Xbox event, and that looked kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie, but I just noticed the relation between that and what we're talking about now. So,
dude, I am hyped for the new Yakuza game because you know me. Yes. I've always said just because of Game Pass, man, they made me into a Yakuza fan.
And then all the old ones are getting remade too, or
they don't even need to be remade. They're perfect the way they are, man.
Yeah, but they're updating them again.
But when it's just like the Play, like the Sony Play, we make fun of them for all the remakes and remasters, but it's a reason for them to be able to charge more than $9.99 for a game.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Because if it's just like, oh, it's just sitting out there, it's on sale for $5 on key sites. Like, remember, the reason why I didn't buy the Switch, right? I saw Yakuza for $60. It's like, dude, I just bought all of them for $20 on PC. I bought them all on Xbox too for about $30. But man, see, y'all didn't let me jump in on the Blade thing, right?
Go ahead.
I called Arcane making that because I said it's basically the same as a Dishonored game.
Yes.
Exactly. And it's like 3 years ago, there's a post I put on Twitter. I was like, who would be the best to make a Blade game? And everybody was throwing out Ninja Theory and all these other studios and Insomniac. I said Arcane, because when you look at it, it's basically the same.
It's their A team. It's their A team, not their B team. So yeah, that makes a difference.
Well, not just that, but it's like when you look at how Dishonored is played, it's like Blade won't blink, but the way that he's able to move around, I can see how they're gonna make that game work. I can see how they're gonna make it work. And man, Blade is my favorite character, not because he's black.
It's because he's black.
It's just because I like vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's very few vampire movies that I haven't seen, and when Blade came out,
sure. No, he's a vampire. He talks about it all the time. He said, "Because you're black."
Yeah, because no, because look, like Black Panther comes out and it makes $1 billion. You know what I mean?
He's black,
you know why? Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, but you did have white people out there with dashikis, so it is what it is. But man, that's the game that I'm most excited for. But like the Wolverine thing, I didn't chime in on that either. Wolverine was my favorite before Blade was introduced, and I knew about Wolverine from the comic books. I didn't read them, but my boy Patrick used to have them. His big brother used to have all the comics, but he used to mostly read the adult comics.
Yeah,
I guess those are called graphic novels.
Yeah.
But that's what introduced me to Marvel Wolverine, the X-Men cartoon. Wolverine was still my favorite. I was like, why is Cyclops the leader? When I found out that Cyclops was the leader. Wolverine's my favorite. Look, I buy it. I buy it on PC, man.
But Wolverine and Blade are like some of the seediest. Like I always say they're like some of the gutter Marvel characters. Like they're the seedy guys that you don't even know. Sometimes you're like, is he really a good guy or not? Like that's what I'm looking for in the game.
Think so? Oh, okay. You get that from like the comics.
Yes,
this is great competition wise. Like, and here's the thing.
Oh, you also got Sundance or Skydance, whatever they are, coming out with 1942, whatever it's called.
Yes, the Marvel one. But before we get to that, I just wanted to say, I, like most people, first became aware of Blade through his appearance in the Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s, right? And then I learned about him before the movie, right?
Dude, I learned about him when the movie came out.
Elements. But I didn't know about him until that Spider-Man cartoon. But then I learned about him, and then when I saw the movie, I was like, oh, he's more than his comic origins. Because his comic origins, he's more grounded. He's more like, what was that series that they did on that Marvel series?
What If?
No, Daredevil, right?
Yeah.
Where it was more boots on the ground, action, fighting. He's not invincible.
I need to finish season 2 of that too.
Yeah, Blade was the same way in the comics, but in the movies, he was more than, right? So to see that dichotomy in the movies compared to the comics, which I just became aware of right before the movie because of the cartoon. And it's when I started to learn about the character, read comics about him, talk to friends who apparently knew about him all the time, but never mentioned him all the years I know them. All of a sudden, he's in the cartoon, and they're like, "Oh, I've been knew about Blade. You never told me shit, jackass." Right? But there you go. Right? It's like
jackass.
A lot of people didn't know these things, so it's great to see now. It's great to see now, and the competition between Wolverine on the PlayStation side and Blade on the Xbox side. But the funny thing is, they're probably going to swap systems sometime.
I have a feeling that
because we'll just
they're
get on
going to be
PC
on at least PC.
Yeah, we're all going to get on PC anyway, except for you guys.
Well, let's just say the Xbox wasn't on trying to go into PC.
Yeah.
You think Disney is kind of like frowning on this whole exclusive stuff from PlayStation?
They didn't with Indie.
We got to put it on other platforms.
They didn't do it with Indiana.
Indiana was only like what? Not even a year.
No, it was 6 months. But at first it was exclusive. They announced it's exclusive, and then they changed their mind, which tells me either A, if Xbox's Marvel
at first it was multi-plat.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was announced.
Yeah, it was. It was announced.
I mean, it was PC, Xbox, but that wasn't going to be. It wasn't first announced for PlayStation, though.
But it was always going to be multi-plat, right?
Well, I mean, if you're counting PC,
from the
Xbox,
court hearings. I'm talking about from the court hearings.
Oh,
where they said, then they changed it, right? Because that was one of the things that they brought against Xbox for taking games away.
Yeah, but that also, from my understanding, that also involved a renegotiation on the contract too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't think any company. See, this is the thing where like fanboys are having a hard time, and right. God bless them, but it is what it is. But no company in today's world wants to limit their customer base. It doesn't make any sense anymore. Nope. So Disney does not want exclusive games when they can sell millions more across the board.
Just like the MLB did.
I mean, yeah, right. So, I mean, they will eventually go on PC, and then now that Xbox is going towards the PC hybrid, it doesn't. I mean, the question is if you're PlayStation, do you want to do it directly and take advantage of the PR that comes from that, or are you just going to let it sit on Steam and the Xbox players are going to get it on their Rogue or on the next console anyways? That's the decision that PlayStation has to make. I would rather go with the PR and do it direct, because look what happened with Helldivers 2. It was successful for them.
Yeah.
So why, if they did a small PR campaign for Spider-Man right now to go Xbox, it's going to get big PR. It's going to sell a lot.
Yeah.
But the problem with them like doing multiplayer, PlayStation really needs to sell consoles.
They need money, right? Period, though, right?
Well, they need money, but see, the thing is, the reason that they're the biggest console storefront. That's their win. Mm-hmm. And if they lose that, then they're no longer in any contention for any type of market leader status. So they need to sell those consoles, and Wolverine can sell consoles. But
I don't think they're going to be. No, don't get me twisted. I don't think they're going to do it day one. I guess me and you were talking about Wolverine. I'm talking about Spider-Man. Spider-Man's not going to sell many more consoles.
Oh no, Spider-Man is old. Spider-Man needs to go everywhere that they can sell it, because Spider-Man 2 didn't really build on Spider-Man 2's Spider-Man 1's success.
Really,
because when you look at how Spider-Man 1 did, it was mainly because of Black Friday.
Yeah,
they were basically giving it away with $200 PlayStation 4s. So that was how that played. And then now they're selling for $70 on a console. It was only on PS5, right? When what was that? When Spider-Man 1 came out, PS4 had sold way more consoles.
Right.
So no, but I'm talking about Wolverine. That's why
I don't think they're gonna do day and date. I don't think they would do day and date with that.
No. I don't think they're gonna do day and date. But
no,
they were. It's like what, 10 years, and it's still not on Xbox. Spider-Man 1, and we still got people like Boomstick hoping that it hits Xbox. So I'm wondering if Disney kind of like, hey, this needs to go in more places. You know, kind of like what Xbox did with any, because Xbox has to basically turn everybody against PlayStation. You see what happened with like Pearl Abyss? That wouldn't have happened in the past. You know, more people are starting to see.
By the way, that's my
Enix
number
is
one.
like,
that game looks good.
Yeah,
Crimson Desert.
That's what I said. Like people are crying about Fable. I'm like, dude, you got Crimson Desert coming out. There's another RPG that's coming out next year too that I can't remember. Oh, the one from the people who made Witcher, with the vampire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, come on. Vampire the Masquerade is finally coming. Yes.
Well, not that.
No, not
that
them.
Too.
Yeah.
Well, Dawn Stalker or something like that.
Yes.
Dawn Walker.
Dawn Walker. Yes.
And then there's vampires again. I was sold, right? So you got that one. You got Crimson Desert.
Is the main character black too?
He's white. Nah. Hey.
You know what? Crimson Desert, Pearl Abyss was smart on their trailer too, by the way, because they played the Oblivion heartstring really well with that tower screenshot during their trailer. I was like, that screams Oblivion so much.
Well, the gameplay looks good, man. The gameplay on open world action RPGs is really grown, because like people talk crap about Bethesda, but everybody's combat kind of looked like Bethesda with those open world RPGs.
Yeah. I just want to go back to the Ally right quick. I've been scrolling through Twitter this whole time. I'm seeing a lot of people are buying that $600 the white model.
Yeah.
I'm not claiming is because they're looking at the price of the black one now. They're going down to the white one, and
it's because it's white.
And they're just trying to rationalize it or whatever. I don't know.
Take a survey and see how many white guys bought the white one.
Good enough for me, but
not me.
Yeah, like we agreed. This
Kieran
white
likes
one,
the black.
Yes. Let you go black.
But,
go back.
But like you said, this white one still is a great, especially in comparison to the Steam Deck or whatever else. Like,
dude, Paris and all of them, Khalif, they were. There was other people as well that, when they went to LA, got their hands on it, they were really impressed with the lower model. They said that, and for the price, I can see it. That might be
that Xbox full screen experience. The fact that you're not running Explorer EXE in the background, you're saving RAM. We've already seen early numbers of, and even I've noticed because, like I mentioned, I too installed it last weekend. I'm seeing some games running at like 5 frames per second better when they were like 38. They're getting to like 43, 44 frames per second. I put on some FSR with lossless scaling, whatever, and does that adaptive scaling, and I'm well over 60, right? And FSR, the source code got leaked out for that it's running on lower end hardware than people wanted to admit, which just shows that AMD is no better than Nvidia when it comes to segmenting features, right? To sell new hardware, by the way. But it just goes to show there are many ways to skin this cat. The PC platform really is appealing to people who, up front it costs, but there are many ways to save, many ways to save. I'm always talking about the Epic Store, and they're always giving out free games. Same with Amazon. There's ways to get games for low cost if you don't got it like that. So
you already know my story about PC gaming. Why I'm sort of against it, or not really drawn to it, because of the multiple launchers. It's just way too many. right?
Yeah, no,
And
I
it's-
get it.
But they don't get it in a way though.
And it's not
Tech.
always just.
They really don't.
It's just
Yeah.
not plug and play, and that's it. Which the console gives
It's
me.
a lot better than it used to be.
Well,
It's a
Well,
lot
check it
better.
out.
better than it used to be.
That-
And
See,
it's,
this
and
is-
your
this is
pocket
why
light,
Xbox-
you have to accept certain things.
But this is why Xbox getting in the game is big for people who want plug and play, but like the appeal or extra power that a PC can give you, because they are aiming to create a plug and play experience. Steam has already pretty much done it, but you're limited to Steam.
Yeah.
But when you look at Xbox, because I got the update I showed y'all in the deal like last week.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can play all your Steam for now, and I think GOG. You can play those all from your Xbox launcher.
And Epic
I-
is there.
I don't know, but you know I'm an Epic guy.
Yeah.
I'm a competition guy. You know,
Yeah.
like for me,
Oh no!
you know,
hold on,
give
hold
me
on, hold
give
on,
me
hold
give
on.
me give me all the launchers and let them
He
all
told
fight
the
it
real
out.
truth. He's an Epic guy,
What?
and then he cleaned it up and said he's an every launcher guy, or whatever you said. But you said the
Well,
real
well,
truth.
hey,
I'll
well,
fuck with you.
well.
I'll fuck with you.
The thing is, I'm not anti-Epic, but I
No,
have
you're
them
not.
all. Like, because a lot of people cry
I do
about
too.
Ubisoft, EA, and all these other
Yeah.
launchers. But most of them minimize to the tray.
Thank you.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? And
Yep.
so, like, they're not in the way. And
Yes.
the same amount of time that it takes you to start up a game in your console, it'll do the DRM check, and then you're in the game.
Yep.
So
I'm
also,
becoming more PC oriented now. I mean, because I was telling Sick, I don't know if I will be buying a console the next gen or not.
I'm
I
not
don't
buying
know.
another console next.
I don't
gen.
think
I'm
I will.
sorry.
I'm
I
going to
can't
build a
call
new
it.
And if the
PC next
Xbox-
year.
No,
Yeah,
if the
so-
Xbox is actually a PC, that's what I'm buying.
Right.
Yeah, I already have a PC.
Like, I'm not buying- I'm not
depending on
buying
what it is.
Well, I mean, for me, I didn't upgrade yet. I'm still on 3080, and I
Mm.
said that I was gonna skip the 4,000, get to
I'm on a
5,000, but
3080 too.
I
It's
don't
still a
want
good
I don't
card.
want to spend. Yeah, it's a great card. I'm still
Yeah.
getting 60.
Yeah, me
high,
too.
medium to high on most games.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
like,
You don't need to spend no
but
money. You really don't.
but like the 5,000 series, it makes me want to just buy a 4,000 series.
Yeah, but you don't need to. Like, here's the thing. A lot of people in the 30s are acting like
I got a
they're got
1060.
ancient hardware. Exactly. But there's people with 1060s and 1650s. Y'all
Still
like,
humming along.
right. But if you have a 3080 and you acting like you need to upgrade, y'all need to fall the F back and like. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, man.
I do it because I'm a hobbyist.
No, I get it. But even as a hobbyist, right? At a high level hobbyist, I'm not trying to put no echelon on you, but I'm just saying, right? Been doing this for a long
Oh,
ass
I'm sorry.
time.
I got a
Even-
1050 Ti.
Even I gotta say,
It's
There's-
serviceable.
there's limits to this stuff where you spend all this money and it's not that much better. There's
No.
certain points in time to upgrade and certain points in time to not. And if you miss those, it's better to just wait until the next time comes.
I'm a
Just-
performance dude over a visual guy anyways, and these visuals
Yeah.
are so small,
Oh,
I
good.
can't even tell
Yeah.
the difference. I mean,
Nope.
Nope.
so
Exactly.
And
So
that's why I went
yeah.
Microsoft. People need to start focusing on lower end hardware, so that and focus really on performance. What happened? When did we start chasing
I
graphics?
don't know, man.
I mean, you know what?
It was
PlayStation
always
did
like
it.
that. PlayStation did it. It was
PlayStation did
always
it.
like they-
PlayStation and Blizzard.
Yeah.
Because
But I
I've been
mean-
playing what's the name off and on
I
I used to play
blame
back
those.
in the
I blame
StarCraft.
those Warcraft trailers,
well Warcraft, because see I've been playing
and
StarCraft, but Warcraft
BioWare's
too.
Star
But the
Wars.
game doesn't look anything like the trailer.
No, that's why I blame them.
Hey,
I don't
real
give a
quick,
rip. I don't give a rip about. I don't give a rip about ray tracing and all that as much as the next person does. I really don't.
Nope.
Because
Because are you really playing a game if you're sitting around watching puddles?
no, nope.
Like if you're getting shot at, are you really looking at the reflection in the water? No, that's not
Red
how
Dead
I've ever
Redemption
played games.
2.
Realistic
Red Dead
stuff.
Redemption 2
It's a
is
slow
still one of
game,
the
though.
most beautiful games I've ever seen in my life, and that was last gen.
Oh
I
yeah, but
just enjoy
Kieran,
that game.
right?
Yep.
Sick knows, and I know Sick knows. Like you think you're overpaying for these handhelds, but remember, Sick will know. Like the 1X player, and there's another one, the G something, G Win, INEO,
Win.
all
Yeah.
of them.
Yep.
Those things were 11 to 15, 1600
Yes.
2 and 3
Yes.
years ago,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And so that's what it looks like when it's not subsidized. But
Yeah, I looked at
Microsoft-
that at DreamHack, by the way, a couple years ago. That's huge.
Look at the
So,
new
yeah.
QPD
Yeah,
win
so-
that they just announced with a giant battery on his back, but it looks like a giant PSP. The
Give
Fox
it
on
to
his
me.
most recent video.
Give
Way
it
Dragons
to me.
wants that one. Now
I need to exercise anyway.
If you want high-end hardware and realist, this is you, bro, right? High-end hardware within these handhelds, that's the one to get. Leave your 3080 alone the way it is. Get that instead. I would say.
I'm cool, man.
Honestly.
Look, man. I really wish like we just need. And that's another reason why Xbox being in the game is a big deal, because no matter what, hey, they sold 40, 35 million, whatever number you want to throw out there, right?
Still 40 million.
Publishers are still optimizing for the Xbox.
Yep.
Whether it takes a little time after release or what, they're still doing it. And so the same way that they optimize for the Steam Deck, I bet you they're going to sell more units than the Steam Deck did. They're going to have an Ally X, whatever the white one's called and whatever the black one's called, preset in there.
Yeah, that's always good too, because that's the other thing about these consoles. They make.
Are people going to complain about the white one holding the black one down?
Oh, you the next potato.
But
the next
thing.
Series S potato.
Yes.
That whole rhetoric was
stupid.
as tomfoolery to begin with, because it's up to the developers to scale, and the way that the developers, what is the bearded man, Jason Ronald, the way that he introduced the Series S was develop for, because this is what we do on PC, develop for the higher and scale down to the lower.
Yes.
Yep.
Phil Spencer from day one said, yeah, it's going to be more work, and he smiled. But he wasn't going to call out the devs and say they just don't want to do the work.
Right.
He put it out there, it's going to be more work, and it's going to be more work. But you want to sell these games, you want people to buy your half-baked games. It's time for us to start holding them accountable. See, me, I haven't bought a game this year. I did use my points. I bought Ready or Not, and I bought Assassin's Creed. I pre-ordered that last year, so that don't count. But yeah, so. But the only game I bought this year. Oh, you know what? I used points on Final Fantasy 16 for the second time. I had to show them that bots buy Japanese games too, even though I bought it on PC.
Yeah.
But
Me too.
I'm not buying games. There's really no need to buy games when I have a library, including my nephew's games, 938 games.
That's not.
You know what I mean? And I have 640 on Xbox and 40 on PlayStation. I got plenty of games.
Like 150 of them at best. On
PC.
Well, PlayStation is about to get a lot more of my money than they had in 3 generations.
Wow, because Wolverine?
No, it's just because I have the road
ports. Speakers.
PC ports.
I'm gonna be doing PC ports.
They're
gonna get more of my money than ever. I mean, I bought Helldivers. I mean, I enjoyed it.
And here's the thing. And here's the thing about PC. And this has been a credit to PC, but now consoles in this game too. These key sites, everybody benefits from, except I guess maybe not Switch guys, right? But everybody else is benefiting on that. PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
PlayStation don't benefit no more.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh, you mean from Steam?
No.
You're talking about from the Series S.
No. The key sites when you buying games really cheap.
Oh, well, PlayStation doesn't allow anybody else. That's why they're under. That's why they're going through. You can only buy digital PlayStation.
I thought that's what you meant.
From PlayStation.
I thought that's what you meant. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant, and that's why I said I didn't know that. Right? I thought that's.
Yeah, but like on Steam, you can buy them, but like you can't buy keys on PlayStation anymore.
Yeah, but Steam and Xbox, you've got that now. I mean, Xbox and PC, because it's not just Steam, right? You can do.
Yes, it is
now.
Epic doesn't even have keys. GOG does though.
GOG, EA, Ubisoft.
Okay, those.
I've seen Epic Games too. No, I've seen Epic Games too. I bought the one Epic game that I bought was the Crisis Remaster. I got that off the key site for $10. So that too. Yeah.
Because there's some games that are only on Epic that I've tried. I'm gonna look right now. Shoot.
So I'm just saying, like
yeah.
You know what? I don't listen to me because I only use Aniva, so don't listen to me.
Yeah, but
maybe it's on CD keys.
Everything's like I think you're doing it on purpose. I don't know, but I owe you so many times I can't even be mad. Anyway,
no, you don't be letting me finish. I just be cutting you off for a little bit, just for a limited time, like McDonald's McRib.
Damn.
Hey man, it's just man. I've done it to him so many times. I can't be mad at it. But anyway, my point being, like, be a smart shopper no matter what platform you're on, and it's except apparently not PlayStation, but there's options for that too. You know what I'm saying? Hey. You got to skin that cat however you can. especially
Hey,
in this day
if
and
you
age.
want to buy the little white boy, that's hey, more power to you. I have no problem with that.
Yeah. If you
Full
into little
disclosure, I'm
boys
white.
like
It
that.
doesn't. All right, guys.
Oh, Kieran, Punty was asking a while ago about what Zelda, the NES one, right? Not Link to the Past.
The original NES one,
I'm sorry, the original Zelda.
The one.
Yeah, the original.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he playing the OG. Like he's already played. Well, see, I've been trying to get him the Zelda since he was 7, and he wouldn't do it. And then he realized, oh, if instead of skipping through all the messages, I actually read what they tell me, I know where to go next. And then since he figured that out on his own, he played Link to the Past, and then he played is it Link's Awakening, the kind of the sequel to it?
The Game Boy one.
Yeah, he played that one. And then he just started playing the OG. I didn't push him or anything into it because he's been playing Roblox mostly.
Okay,
so I was glad.
And no. So he started with Link to the Past, but now he's.
So he started with Link to the Past, which, by the way, is still on my top 3 of all time Zelda games. The Link to the Past.
Yeah, me too.
My kid started on
that,
Titanfall 2,
Ocarina of Time, and then maybe Breath of the Wild. I would say.
He started on Titanfall 2.
Yeah, I got him on Titanfall. The first 2 Titanfalls, he loved it, dude. He was just killing it when he was like a little kid, right? And then eventually he just kind of got away from console. He started playing PC and because of Roblox and Minecraft. And then now he's just hung up on PC. He'll play Helldivers, a bunch of Roblox. Every now and then he'll jump in Marvel Rivals. He used to play a lot of Fortnite, but not so much anymore. He's not a fan of that anymore. But Roblox hasn't because there's so many little games.
Yeah, he did start. He did start Link to the Past, though. He did start with that one because there was no chance I could get him on the OG until now. So the OG, I mean, for kids, when you look at the Zelda, the OG, that could be a little intimidating. Like it's kind of old school dungeon where Link to the Past is kind of a little bit more cartoonish
But why wasn't it intimidating to us? Because we didn't know any better.
Because that's all we had. That's all we had. We didn't have no Link to the Past when OG came out.
But compared to what we have now.
Well, I'm old. I'm older than I think I'm older than everybody here. But
NES Zelda be a walk in the park, or is this still hard?
Who, a Link to the Past?
No, the OG.
Oh, the OG
is harder because
the OG is harder.
You just have to figure out yourself. I mean, you have the internet now to tell you, but
yes,
if you're just trying
and by the way, you're talking about Nintendo Switch, which that made things easier. You can do the rewind function when you're dying. My kid takes advantage of that, which I snicker at because I'm like, I didn't have any of that. Right. I have survived. My old man moment here.
Yeah, but even then, my point I was about to say was in the old game, sometimes you would sit there and farm enemies for gold or rupees, right? To buy bombs and bomb every tile. Bomb by bomb to try to find secrets, because sometimes to find these dungeons, it was a secret entrance that you had to bomb or whatever to find it, and there wasn't no crack in the wall to give you obviously it's right here, stuff like that. No, you had to do each one, and without the internet or friends to tell you, it was a thing you had to figure it out. Right?
Maybe you got a Nintendo Power magazine if you were lucky. I don't,
you know, lucky, or a friend who had that. Right?
Maybe right. It was either word of mouth or you figured it out on your own, right?
Or you called the 1-800 number from Nintendo Power.
Yeah,
no, we were broke. We never. My mom would never allow that. So
yeah, exactly.
No, I mean. I appreciate that. I love the fact that my son actually likes the OGs because I think I want him to know the history of gaming. I think it's important. So, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we still have a OG Nintendo, just not hooked up. It's all stored away nicely stored away.
I actually want him to play Zelda 2 because I keep telling him I said Zelda 2 is completely different. He's like, really? I say, yeah, side scroll.
Yeah, completely different. Yeah, yep. Yeah.
Between Super Mario 2 and Zelda 2, it's like Nintendo decided we're just going to try something weird and let's go with it. And completely different. Then they went back.
Yeah. Doki Doki Panic, as internet lore loves to tell it now, especially YouTube lore, right? About Nintendo's history, right? It's always for rose-colored glasses. Like Nintendo didn't block anybody else from competing, right? And doing exclusivity and all this other stuff that we blame Sony for. Yeah, but Sony learned all that shit from Nintendo, all of it, and then some.
And then some.
Truly.
So, sick. Did you order one after all?
Yes, I did.
To the wrong address.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I canceled it, and then I did it over. So.
Oh, did
it's
you?
all good.
Okay, good.
Twice. So Microsoft Store for the win, man. If you were able to go do it twice.
Yeah.
I have someone who
It just
I
went
had
right
someone on Twitter who just replied to me. He said he's still waiting on Microsoft Store. So
Okay, so I guess you guys were speaking but I clearly said, I said, no, snap, the Microsoft website, it's going right through. Oh, look, I clicked it. I'm like, oh, shit, I forgot about that. And
Another
that's
guy who just stumbled in, like, hey, guys, I came
Yeah.
for a console or like the handheld.
But I did the same thing with the PS4. I just waited for that next spring after the holiday when it was released. Walked right into GameStop, not expecting them to have whatever, and boom, I walked out with one, right?
Hey, guys.
The same with the PS3. I did the same thing. And I started hearing the rumors that they were going to stop making the 60 gig, because they had the chip from the PS2 in it for full backwards compatibility. And plus, I wanted Metal Gear, so I had always had planned to get one. So,
I will.
If you wait or be smart.
I will say this, Tech. I did not. You can sick as my witness. When we were talking about the handhelds, maybe 6 months to a year ago, I said that I would not buy the Rogue Ally, or I would not buy the Xbox handheld unless I can play my other digital libraries. If they fail to do that, I will move somewhere else.
Well,
so it wasn't like a total fanboy.
If they hit the $9.99.99 mark, I would not buy it, but I ate my words and I bought it.
Yeah, but also another thing everyone is forgetting, this is not the Xbox handheld. They pushed that back because remember, the rumor is twofold. There was going to be an Xbox handheld, and then there was going to be one that was like a PC that maybe they were working with a partner, right?
I didn't believe that.
Then we come to find out, no, but then we also heard that they pushed back the Xbox handheld, and we think we heard that from more officials. So I think Microsoft even had said about that, right? But it matched with the rumor that we had heard months to a year before anything happened, right? And it stayed consistent the whole time. Like the timeline is accurate to what the rumor had initially stated. It's like the NVIDIA leak, right? Which is still about 90% accurate, right? It's still been all those games that they listed that were coming to PC, they've come to PC, most of them, right? It's highly unlikely any of that was inaccurate or if at this point that they're not coming, things changed. That's all, plans changed. So, yeah, because I remember it was this tech right here who had said, he theorized that, it's not going to have a disk drive or whatever, but they could have a slot for the SSD that they use on the Xbox Series platform, right? And that could be what you have in the back of the system. And maybe it's really just a handheld Series S, right? That they die shrunk enough, right? But in theory, I'm saying maybe, when Asus had come to them, because apparently it was Asus that came to Microsoft with this. Hey, let's partner with them instead of making this third handheld, right? And Microsoft must have looked at it and was like, hey, this is a better
I think
idea.
it was the right decision too, by the way.
Yeah, I agree. So it seems like it all fits from everything we'd ever heard in terms of rumor. It all comes together. And so that's why I truly believe that's generally what happened.
Because I've said this before. The biggest roadblock for Xbox has always been Windows, and I'm not going to say they've totally figured it out, but they have definitely made a huge leap into it, right?
And as a dude who has it, and realist, you have it as well, right? The full screen experience.
Yeah, remember I just mentioned that. Yeah.
Okay,
I gotta remember I put pictures.
Yeah, but because it had the little bar on the bottom that's really from the desktop, I didn't know if you were really in it or not. But yeah,
no, look, I just looked at it. When I saw that now you can play your games all in one place, I sent you that picture. That's pretty much all I did. I went right back to Silk Song.
Okay, so
I saw you playing on that. That's pretty. How are you liking it?
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying.
I love it, but see, I'm a Metrovania dude.
Yeah.
So the thing I was saying about it is that it's mostly there. It's mostly what they did what SteamOS did, right? It's
right.
They're just not running Explorer.exe. If you go on your computer right now and you kill Explorer.exe with your task manager, now normally it's supposed to auto restart, right? But if you do that, you notice your taskbar is gone because it's running the taskbar and the tray and all that. And if you don't have any background apps, you kill all your background apps, right? It's gone. Now, little side note to that, if you noticed in my video, the little short that I did, right, where you see it launched a game from Steam. Actually, whatever you had set to auto boot, like Steam, GOG, I already had those auto set. It's still in the full screen experience. You have to go back to the desktop and disable those. That's why the demo game that I used, it launched into Steam so quickly. Not only that, it's a really small game, but Steam was already running in the background, right? I set Steam to big picture mode. So if I go in the apps menu and pick Steam, Steam boosts up with that video into big picture mode, and boom, there it is. Now the only thing about it is, if
morning, folks,
you see the full screen version instead of like it minimizing to the tray or whatever. They need to figure out that. But other than that, it's really smooth to switch between the Xbox experience into Steam big picture mode, then leave that and maybe go to Ubisoft, which also has controller support in their menu. Much like,
can I say that I love the fact that they released it earlier before this Rogue came out?
I love the fact that the community realized that it was in 25H2 all along. Because last episode when we were speaking about this, I was saying, because they had said that it's supposed to come to other handhelds next year in March or so, maybe May, and that's when 26H1, which is they do 2 major updates for Windows each year, right?
Right.
First half of the year and second half of the year, and so this update is based on the second half of the year. And so the theory is that next year, when like the first half of the year update is out for everyone, that's when these handhelds are really going to have it. But no, the code is really there for the update this year that's about to release like in a month or so.
Well, I'm excited. I can't wait to get my hands on it and try it out too. So
yeah, it's great to see that it really does help with performance. It boots up quicker. They don't have that sleep mode the same way the Steam Deck has, but generally they copied what the Steam Deck did. The only critique that I have right now, everything else I could wait on, is a way to add my own apps into that app launcher list, right? And I'd love to make a video about certain apps that I know would go great. Besides, lost its scaling and this and that, I also have like a YouTube app that's like the TV version of YouTube with a built-in ad blocker, and it works great with the controller, and it's that same interface you have on your TV, and it looks great on that sharp screen. Other apps like that because it's a console and it's mainly for playing games, but sometimes you want to consume some content, right? Netflix, YouTube, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you're taking a travel with you. It may not just be games you want to play on it. So
right, Spotify in the background while you're playing your games, even though you can do that with Steam and it could detect all your music and play it, right? But or maybe you rock with Spotify and don't really have local MP3s, right? Stuff like that. So once they add the ability to add your own apps to that list, that's when it's really gonna blow up. And then now I'm a little concerned because it's locked down to the handhelds only and not a desktop PC.
I was about to ask that if it's released for desktops.
I'm a little trepidatious about that, but if they ever get that to the point where it's on desktops too, dude, as a home theater PC enthusiast, when you go to my YouTube page, you see that auto play.
I can't imagine that they wouldn't do that though.
Yeah, I can only imagine they will, but you never know.
I get it.
What shenanigans is behind the scenes and their illogical reasons why. But I'm hoping so too, right? Because that's major. Dark. He's got that PC of his that he was gifted.
Dude,
whatever.
I don't get notifications when he posts. I didn't even know you had that video up.
Yeah. So the thing about that was funny is my stupid ass.
Morning, folks. Secure.
Knowing that YouTube screws up their HDR conversion from phones, and so after a little while they did their auto conversion to their codec, and it flickered up their video, but it had gotten to up to like 1.3 thousand views.
Yeah,
when I started
I'm watching it right now, and I'm like, dude, I don't even get notifications when you put this up, man.
Yeah, and then I had to re-upload it in SDR. That's why you see it says SDR fix, but it's like 35 seconds. I guess you're playing it now. I heard my voice a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't see it on screen here. I just see the ROG Ally.
I'm playing it off here.
Okay, but yeah, so it really works real nice. You see Devil Blade reboot, and you see the Steam window popped up instantly because Steam was already running in the background. It didn't have to launch because it was already in my auto boot. I didn't realize that until after I filmed this video. I'm like, wait a minute, how is it this quick? And that's when I realized you still have to go back to your desktop, and anything you had auto booting is still there. So if you want to have that not happen, make sure you set those apps not to do it. Now, of course, I do want Steam there, so that's fine. But yeah.
Well, then we'll see when we get ours. Since this whole mobile thing is new to me, I don't have one from.
But dude,
I mean, I had the G Cloud. This is my first handheld. I mean, I guess I don't. I can count the switches, but
yeah,
you got Sick and Realist. They can start a store already with a bunch of handhelds they got.
Oh, I'm not like Realist of the 17 handhelds that he's.
Yeah, there y'all go again.
One for each finger, one for each finger and toe.
Let's say I had 17 and I'm showing some restraint this time. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Kudos to you. Kudos for you.
Why don't you just get 3 more? Round it up to 20.
I said it. I told Sick this. If I had the Ally X, the first one, I would not get this one. Because I'm
the one you mean, the black one. Then I agree. Don't buy this if you have the Ally X. Just put the full screen experience on it if you really can't wait till next year, early next year. And it's really not that hard. Okay, fine. But other than that, if you got the white one like me, even then you have other options like upgrading the battery, things like that, right? But if you have that LIX, bro, it's got that same battery. It's not that much faster, and this full screen experience is going to give it a little bit more performance, just that little bit more. maybe 3 to 5 frames,
a little more oomph.
Than you had before. And games will launch quicker. It boots up quicker, because it's not launching into the desktop, things like that. But all the desktop stuff is still there. Although, however, when you launch into the desktop, the only way to get that memory back out is to reboot the system fully back, like a reboot, like shut down and reboot. And then it will boot back into full screen experience. Because once the desktop is on, you can't just kill the process and think you're getting all the memory and processing back. There's still a little bit of overhead that's going to be there, so you have to reboot. But it's way quicker to reboot in that mode anyway, so it's really not that much of a deal. But a lot of people won't know that. I guarantee you, on October 16th, when there's all these videos out from a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing, complaining, even though it's that simple, and I guarantee you the big names will do it too, because that Xbox tax, I truly believe it. You'll see a video from Linus Tech Tips, but the guy who should know the most about what the fuck he's doing, putting up a video complaining, and then maybe later on after he's gotten his clicks and views, like months later when everybody's forgotten the impact of what he said, and then come up with a video saying, oh, how much he loved it. Because I remember he did that to the Steam Deck, he did that to the original Ally and a bunch of other devices. The talking heads on the internet, you really gotta watch out with them, bro. They'll say whatever and post whatever headlines, sensationalist, crazy thumbnails, to get you click on, but they're not really being honest. They just want to fill their pockets with money. Even a guy like Linus Tech Tips, who I know actually believes in the proper things, but when it push comes to shove, he's about his money. We've seen that. It is what it is.
Jerks.
So just be aware what's going on and do your homework. If you need help with stuff, there's a lot of smart people out there on the internet. Myself. Oh, and shout out to Kay Asante. His video is what I used to get this done, because I seen the Reddit post. That shit didn't even make sense to me, and I understand all of this stuff. But Kay Asante's video just made better sense. It just
that dude's a tech guru, man.
Yes, he is, and he does a great podcast on Saturday mornings. He's supposed to be on Wanna Wait a Dragon Show this Saturday as well. So shout out to the both of them.
Hear my kids fighting.
What? Oh,
I hear them fighting. Stop it, kids.
Oh, and you see that charge that case that's under the system,
that messed up cable that you have sticking from the top?
No, the case that the system is on top of.
Is that your Switch?
Yeah, it's the one that came with the Switch. Like, I'm keeping that. I'm gonna sell the Switch, but I'm keeping that because the Ally X happens to fit in it.
Oh, does it?
Well enough. Yeah, not perfectly, but well enough where it's not damaging the system being there. And
that's not good enough for me.
Well, you have a totally different handle. You're gonna have to get a different one. And then, Kieran, you were talking about a dock, right? I don't know what they're gonna do.
$99 dock. Did you order that too?
No, there's a dock.
No, I said later on. I just wanted a device. We'll see what accessories, if any, they offer for it. So
yeah, you're gonna have to wait a couple months for that to filter out, because
I'm not running to have this thing on my TV.
Right.
So
be on a toilet taking a shit and playing games.
Because early on this
exactly, man. Yeah, now you know.
Trust me.
Spoken like
fun.
a true married dude.
There you go. Trust me, it's fun. But on top of that, though, eventually, because what happened with the Steam Deck and the Ally both was in the early days, there was all of this. Oh, this one really works, but you try it, it sucks ass, right? Oh, this other one is the truth, and it took a couple of months before they really were nice, right? And then eventually, like the Steam Deck had an official one. Now this one doesn't have an official one. If you can wait a couple months or at least to find a good third-party one, or maybe they do a first-party one, then grab that. But it's not going to be there in the
Amazon's going to come out with their
months.
Amazon Basic one.
Yeah, and it'll suck too. And there'll be a bunch of other manufacturers who all make ones, but they'll all have issues. It's going to take some time to iron out. So you're going to have to wait until at least
That's why I have my Xbox for.
Anyway, that's what you have Xbox for. But like you guys said, hey man, you'll be on the toilet, you'll be in bed with the low light or whatever.
I remember when I first moved here to the Dallas area, and I was taking a train to downtown Dallas. I would play with the Vita when the Vita came out. It was so
the TRE that old?
Huh?
The TRE is that old?
Dude, it's much older than that.
I guess. All right.
Yeah.
I don't ride a TRE very often.
Yeah.
Mass transit in Texas is like whatever.
Yeah. I mean, they got this one long train just goes for 2 cities, Dallas and Florida. Dallas
pretty
and
much.
Yeah. And so I took it, man. I was like, just taking it and like, all right. The Vita was so nice to have a little handheld. But you know what happened with that? Nobody supported it.
Nope. Not even so.
Which, by the way, is why I'm kind of intrigued about PlayStation going with a handheld, or at least the rumors say.
Yeah.
Because, I'm happy they are.
But will it be a handheld that will play their console games? Because people were bitching about this. We're like, oh my god, it doesn't play console games.
The streamer.
It's like, well, it doesn't because it's not a console.
No. Yeah.
Right. No, but I don't think I don't think that rumor is real at all, because it sounds like what the PlayStation fanboys were saying in retaliation. We've seen rumors like that out of their camp before, right? That come out at a certain time when the conversation in the zeitgeist is going one direction and it looks bad for Sony. Yeah. And then all of a sudden the fanboys say all of this. It's just like the rumor.
I can see them going a Switch route though. I mean, maybe not the PC handheld, but the Switch route.
I could see it. Yeah, indeed I could. But notice the timing. Notice also the rumor that we joked about earlier on that we made fun of, right? Oh, their next system is going to be this much more powerful.
Ain't gonna be no $500.
This much cheaper, right? It's the same vein. It's a lot of wishing, right? And they're trying to spread these lies out there. And by the time it doesn't happen, like they already got all the momentum that they wanted out the rumor in the first place. But it was always a lie. And I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm not believing on it until I see like a leak or something more substantial than just their talk, especially from that camp.
When Dana Carvey comes out and tells me, then we'll all believe it. So
he's got a 2-hour tech talk, man. I swear. God, that was so boring. It was like, dude, who are you trying to educate here, man?
Oh, the PS5 Pro?
Yes.
First of all,
the PS4, like the PS5 in general. I mean, like when he came out and did some like podium talk, and I'm like, dude, this is boring.
So, Sick, I don't know if you remember this when we were watching the PS5 Pro introduction, right? And I said it's never good when you're spending the first half of a 30-minute presentation talking about a product that you've been selling, not the product that you're trying to sell.
Yep. And that's exactly how it went down.
And that's exactly how it went. They gave, like, it was 30 minutes, and like the first 12 or 13 minutes of it was them praising the PS5. And I said, that is not what you want to do when you're trying to introduce a
more recent flowers.
Right.
Because yesterday you said what they can kind of do is show something first party at the beginning.
Oh, I did call that. Yeah.
Party in the middle, and then first party at the end. And that's how it went down.
Yep.
That's what you deserve flowers.
I mean, it was the same pattern they've been doing the last 3 years, but it was good. That was the difference in it. It was actually good. So,
at least relatively compared to what they have been doing at a minimum.
Right. It wasn't all third party and and it wasn't, well, here's a first party game. Well, it's coming out in 2 years or whatever, no date that,
Yeah.
So
I'm not weird.
So the funny thing, we really haven't spoken too much about the actual Xbox event that happened this morning. Now, you said you didn't see all of it, right, or much of it, but you have at least read about what's coming out.
No.
So at the beginning,
there really wasn't much anything new, though.
There wasn't much anything new except for the fact that we finally got the confirmation of Forza Horizon 6.
Yeah, the year it was, next year. Yes.
Even though we didn't really see we just saw environment, right? And that was the last thing they did. We did see some more of Crimson Desert, right? That already looked
that
great.
one did look pretty cool because I didn't know what you guys were talking
Crimson
about.
Desert
Crimson
Desert looks good. Yeah.
And when I finally saw it, I was like, "Oh, I thought it was a different game." Right. It's like, no, this one actually looks cool. It's like a Witcher type game.
Yeah, I was thinking a mix of Oblivion and Witcher. Like, you know.
Yes. And so TGS really, because it happens right after the summer Game Fest or what used to be E3, right? And usually it's just the leftovers for that, and then repeated maybe more up to date, and then some more Japanese specific stuff that we hadn't heard about yet, right? Or maybe very vaguely earlier in the year, right? And so for both platforms, expectations were supposed to have been low, but they weren't, because people want to see new stuff, even though we have way too much to play in the backlogs, or even from this year or even last, right? Yeah. But both platforms did deliver on that. PlayStation delivered with Wolverine, Xbox delivered with Forza Horizon 6, right? And there were a couple of things here and there that are third party between both of them. Some first party. James Bond looked good. That Bruce Lee mission for a Hitman looked good. Crimson Desert.
Xbox is
going to be done again. Yeah, what were you saying about Xbox?
I was saying Xbox right now, though, it's kind of Xbox has so much stuff coming out.
Yeah.
Where if I had to grade the Xbox thing, I'd give it like a 7 or 7.5, somewhere around there. But the thing is they are killing it quantity wise. I mean, not that they're not doing quality games. They are doing quality games too. But they are. I mean, what I was reading a stat was it like 10 first party titles have come out this year. 10. I mean. And in PlayStation it's so dry right now that you're just thirsty, like just give us something, right? So it's like they're on two different planes right now.
Yeah, that's me right now with the PlayStation. Just sitting there, it's unplugged, just sitting there behind the Xbox Series S.
I mean, it reminds me of. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's that bad because they are selling consoles and they're doing well. But it reminds me of what Xbox was doing in the Xbox One. It was like, give me something. This is, they're just, so hopefully next year you're going to have two games. You're going to have the Wolverine game, and you're going to have, was it Saros?
Yeah, that one looked pretty cool.
Saros, which just
that looked pretty good too.
It looks pretty good, but and it's not a knock, but it just looks like Returnal. Maybe it's really Returnal 2. I
don't want it to be another Souls game, if that's what it is.
But it is the reskin Returnal.
But it is
then I'm not buying it.
About it. That really is.
But see, that's just like everybody expecting God of War from Ninja Theory.
No, but my issue is
like they're like, oh, they have more. This is gonna have more action. It's like, no, Ninja Theory is doing what Ninja Theory does.
Right. No, but my criticism isn't any of that at all. It's just that they give it a different name, trying to perpetrate like it's a different game when it's clearly just more of Returnal. But the one original thing I'm theorizing that they did with the game is like when he auto revives, right? And he has that second chance, right? And the way they talk about it, I'm thinking possibly, and I said this to Karen, I don't know if you remember, dude, that maybe the concept with this game is really, instead of like you dying all the time and having to start over, you die, but you get to restart from there, and they're giving you that second chance, or maybe multiple chances, right? And so in some kind of way, they're offsetting and addressing the issues you have with these games, where it's super hard. You die constantly, you have to start over and over and over, right? And then eventually, you as a player get better to, progress. But at least in Returnal, I do know that I've only played a little bit. Like if you die, it's not hard to get back what you lost. Like you kill like
whatever, dude. I gave up on that game.
I don't know. I've only played it. Like
I haven't played it, so
I was
I
so
don't
know.
hyped for that game because to me, I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. And then I played it. I'm like, dude, this is trash. I can't play this.
And this is just a theory of mine with this new one that they're trying to address. I could be flat wrong. But the way they talk, it seems like they're implying that. I'm not sure. I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's just my real criticism is they're acting like it's a totally different game when they could have just called it Returnal 2 and just left it at that. That would have been fine, right?
Maybe the powers that be believe in the formula, just not in the franchise, right? And like maybe they because this is the thing. Like people make fun of them for The Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us 2, and Last of Us action figures. You know what I'm saying? Like The Last of Us Anniversary, right? But people love Joel. People like Abby. People hate Ellie. Oh no, Abby. People hate Abby and they love Ellie.
Ellie, yeah.
Right? And then the story holds a special place in most people's hearts, right? So they're gonna pimp it. So nobody cares about Celine. She's not recognizable.
Nope.
So they're gonna repackage the game, and then maybe people start to get invested in this new guy.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? Maybe they looked at it and people have tried it. It reviewed well because people who played it like it. Yeah. People who played Returnal like it, right?
Except for Tech here.
Tech likes it too. He just don't have a time because Tech told me how much fun he was having playing it. Come on, Tech.
Also, you were lying on the show, but behind the scenes, really playing
it. Off for
just like these PlayStation fanboys, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, who are all playing Game Pass after all. Okay, gotcha.
So I will say this. I will say this about the state of play that I think why it hit hard with me and why it hit well with me was because for the first time in about 2 years, I know exactly now what to expect from PlayStation next year. They're going to get the Soros in the first half. They're going to get Wolverine in the second half. I do not expect them to do anything else. They might have an independent come out, indie game they may do. They'll have some third-party games. I know now what PlayStation will do next year. I have not been able to say that in the last 2 years with PlayStation. That's a big deal.
Said the year after either.
Yep.
I mean, listen, man, they got 5 studios that make games, man, that we actually know.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And we know what Gorilla does. We just heard what Bend is about to do. Sony San Diego. We know what they do. We know what they do every year. And then we're wondering what Santa Monica we're wondering what Santa Monica is gonna do with God of War. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I will say this. What do they have? I kind of hate that they're bringing out 2 games because at least they could have.
But they said they're going to bring out 1 or 2. I will say this. Here's my last. Here's my nitpick about that state of play. They did them wrong with the God of War controller.
Yeah, that was
because everybody was expecting a remaster of God of War, and they got a controller. I'm like, that's a slap, dude. That's a slap.
Especially now with this PlayStation 3 emulator on the independent side being so accurate, Sony has a better one in-house. They really could do this.
And I didn't even like the controller, by the way. I didn't even think it looked good.
It was stupid. It was just that one little red stripe. That was real plain.
It was. I'm like, okay, I move on, dude. I don't care about the controller.
There's only been a handful of nice controllers that they put out. What's that? The anniversary one.
Yes, the 25th anniversary or the 30th. What is it? 30th anniversary?
Yeah,
30th was 30th anniversary.
Yeah, that's just really a PS1 theme. I was about to say Astrobot, but not really.
Yeah, it's a PS1 theme. The Astrobot one, I mean, some people like it. I don't, but some people do. So
there was another one.
I'm not gonna knock it.
I forgot what it was, but
I mean, Spider-Man was good.
The anniversary
Spider-Man one was pretty cool. I thought.
But for Xbox, I got like 15 plus controllers. They're themed out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still don't want to send me that Halo one, you bastard.
Yeah, I never.
They need. I do expect a 25th next year. That's going to be pretty cool. So.
Oh, maybe.
And if they would do it green, that would be pretty neat.
So maybe Xbox will finally do.
Version
3 of
that's what I would do.
Of the what do you call the Elite?
Because the 20th was black, if I remember right. So.
Man, it's time for Elite 3 before I buy another Elite. Like
that's what I was saying.
My design lab, and then Xbox doesn't even do repairs anymore. So like The Design Lab controller that I have, the rubber on the side, I just flap it in between and loading screens. Like,
I mean, I enjoy my Wolverine, man. My Razor Wolverines.
I gave that one to my boy.
My Elite One that I've had since 2016. The rubber things just finally came off this year.
Mine are still fine. It's right here with
me. It finally came off because I use that the most. Yeah, and then I just took the rubber things from another controller that I had. I used as spare parts and just plopped them back on there. And like, okay, now I got a brand new set.
Yep. Good to go.
Good to go. And I rarely touch my Halo Elite controller. Like, I don't even touch that one because I don't want to mess it up.
I wouldn't touch that.
Dude, that's the one I want to fucking buy from you, you dickhead. Good
no,
thing
you want the one that came with the console.
Yes.
Oh, the green and gold one.
No. The one that's kind of like, no, it's not green and gold.
The Series X
or green and orange or something.
The Series X. The Halo edition that came out.
Yeah.
A couple years ago.
That's what I want.
They're gonna do something Halo next year. You know they're gonna do.
They're gonna do something Xbox and Halo, but I'm hoping it really is that Series Elite's Series 3, and then it's based on that leak we saw.
Yeah.
Right, with all the shit and the grab and what do you call that, gyrometric controls, all that stuff. That's what I want.
I'm real curious what they're gonna do with the 25th anniversary. I have huge expectations for them. So
I still have the first Elite controller, a second one boxed up and still in a plastic wrapping that it originally came in, just tucked away.
But my main Xbox controller is the 20th anniversary one though, with the matching dock on my Xbox, but on my PC it's the Elite 2. So
I just sign mine every time I hit 1 million gamer score.
Yeah, but now using that Wolverine controller, so I don't know when you're gonna.
No, I use that's my grunt. And then I have one as soon as I hit like the next 1 million, I'll use that to hit the mark and then I'll sign it.
But Final Fantasy 9 slowing you down with that progress.
Dude, and let me tell you something, man. Don't give me 10,000 enemies in a turn-based game.
Yeah, but
like I get Gears and 10,000 with multiplayer. Okay, that's 10,000 enemies in a turn-based game. Come on, man. Like, that's crazy.
All right, guys.
But I'm the one that is doing a Final Fantasy run. This is my ninth completion in 9 months in Final Fantasy games this year.
Just one time for me and I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna take on Master Chief Collection next year. That's gonna be fun. I need to pick up Death Stranding 2 and Ragnarok. I still haven't played those on PlayStation. Because they're still commanding $70. I'm not gonna pay $70 for them.
What's it on PC? 60?
Yeah, on PC. Just wait for a Steam sale, but on the spring sale, the summer sale, or the winter sale.
$20 and below, like I always do.
But that's what I'm saying. You're about to get this PC handheld. There you go.
There you go.
It'll be the winter sale on Steam.
That's my Christmas gift. So
that's my
pretty much done for Christmas.
Myself.
There you go. Steam credit. Yeah.
Wait, yours comes on your birthday, doesn't it, Sid? Or did you already have your birthday?
No, my birthday is on the 28th, but I don't know what's going to happen. I pre-ordered it because
Whoa. This month or next month?
October.
Oh, you got the same birthday as my mom.
Yeah, we discussed this before. You forgot already. But
I forgot. Man, I'm 46.
Well, I'm about to be 46. So when you keep talking you're older than us, no, Tech is older than both of us.
I am.
All three of us.
You boys are up there, man. Dang.
Yeah.
Tech, what are you?
I feel it too, man. I got a little. 50? I think I got a little arthritis on the Achilles.
Yeah, he's 49.
On the Achilles.
56.
Yeah, man, it's hurting me.
I realize it's like 41 though. He talking like we.
I mess with y'all, man. Look. when I'm around everybody else, hey, there's no shame in my game, man. My kids are teenagers, and most of the parents there are like 20s and 30s. And when I say, man, I'm old, man. I ain't saying I don't care, man. Look, I was just talking about some of my buddies that didn't live this long. So shoot.
I mean, I got a 9-year-old who's going into his teenage years, and I thought about it. I'm like, my first kid, I did it in my 30s and 40s, and this one I got to do it into my 50s. I'm not looking forward.
Okay, so you started making kids when you were 32. Yeah, I had my first child at 30.
Yeah.
She's 14, so yeah, 44.
Man,
you guys,
you're like
young.
41, and you're like right
you
behind us.
Young.
Yeah, this guy here is 49, I think he said.
Yeah, I'm 49.
Oh, you about to hit the 50.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, you way over the
on
hill,
your door.
bro.
And I'm gonna
it's on your doorstep. I'm seeing it in the horizon. It's at your door.
Hey, I'm messing with death because I'm gonna go skydiving. I'm getting a full production guys with me, so I can have a video of it. I'm gonna have so much fun. I'm going all out, baby. Woo!
My brother just turned 60 this past August. So yeah.
Damn, did you put him in the home
yet? Baby?
In terms of the boys, yeah, but not the absolute youngest, because I have a younger sister. Actually, not even in terms of the boys, no, because Pop had 2 more, when he fucked off to Haiti.
I had a 31-year-old call me a kid the other day on Twitter a couple weeks ago. That was kind of fun. Yeah,
man,
like
I still
31.
I still get carded.
2018 or so, when my nephew called me Unc unironically, because I'm his uncle, and he just said it Unc like that. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ! But it hit in a different way. And I wasn't insulted or like, it's like wow. But I've been an uncle since I was 5. I didn't
know Unc is insulting, anyways. Is it?
No. It's not insult, but it's basically them calling you old.
Yeah, I get it. You're cool and old, though. You're not like old.
Like old with respect, right?
Right.
But when he said he was just calling me uncle for short, because I'm literally his uncle. But his oldest brother, I was 5 years old when he was born. I've been an uncle since I was 5 years old. And so that part is a trip to me, to just like, this dude is 40 or 30. No, he's 40. He's 40 already, because I'm about to be 46. So he's 40 already. He's lost his hair since back in 2018 when his brother called me Unc, because he was getting married. That's when I was there for his wedding and stuff. And like, to see all this stuff, man, like, motherfucker, bro. Motherfucker.
I told my niece, who's 19 now, and she's in college. She's over at Sam Houston State.
Yeah, I have a niece same age too, who's also in college.
And I tell her, it's like, when I go to Huntsville to stop by and see you, I'm gonna be all decked out in Bearcat gear and be like, how do you do, fellow kids? And she's like, what?
Oh, you gonna do like, what's his name in that movie, huh?
Like, how do you do, fellow kids? She's like, what?
You could dress it like Stephen F. Austin gear and then do it, and it really make her feel good. Yeah.
All right, hey, look, guys, before we go, what would you got? What letter grade would you give the Sony State of Play?
I didn't watch it, so I don't have one.
I give it a B+.
Okay, so that's as a Sony show or as a third-party show? Because I'm up
to. I mean, just you can't think of it as one.
Okay,
let's look, man. Like everybody's
I'm giving it
sharing.
a B+, A-, somewhere around there.
Damn.
Okay.
I have it at 8.5, so that's a B+, right? So B+. Yeah, 8.5.
Well,
dude, that was low curve, man. They have terrible the last 2 years, man.
Yeah, no doubt. So 8.5, I disagree. I would give it an 8. But and I heard what you were, the first couple of words you said there, really. It's about, it's everybody's putting on their games on each other platform and all that bullshit. But I'm still gonna, for at least for this year, maybe next year I won't. I'm gonna look at it from 2 minds, right? One, if I was just a PlayStation dude, and then as a dude who's looking for their games on my platforms, PC, Xbox, whatever. Now for PC, Xbox, whatever, it's like a 6, right? But if I was a PlayStation guy, that's like an 8, a solid 8. Like Wolverine saved the if
PlayStation guy,
if you're a PlayStation guy, you'd be a 10. Come on now.
10,
Exactly.
Like all the women are 10s, right?
Well, traditional PlayStation guys, but me myself, if I was a PlayStation guy, if SIKSLAYER was a PlayStation guy, like
I want to say I'm a 10, I'm a 10,
right? Because that's not how I rock. Like back in the PlayStation and Saturn days, I knew the PlayStation was winning, but I still love my Saturn and bought many games. I think I'm a 10, huh? So there's that. But next year, maybe I'll stop doing that and just give them 1 grade. But overall, they did not suck. Like, they did good, and it's the first time I could say in a long time that they've done.
So a B? Will you give him a B?
Solid B, yes.
Okay, I give him B+. He gives a B, and we're two.
I give it a C. I give it a C.
But as an Xbox,
as a gamer, I'm giving it a C, because I'm not a believer that one game can save a show. A show,
I don't think
whatever
game,
you want to call it. It was 41 minutes. What other games did they show you that you really were like, whoa?
Nothing.
So I can name my 5, but keep in mind, I can name the 5 things that I liked about the show. Saros,
I'm just talking about the game. Yeah,
the game. Saros was okay. I thought Crimson Desert was my number one, even though that's a third-party game. Say what you want. That was not my number one. Wolverine, I give number 2. The speakers I thought was really cool, but even though that's not a game.
Yeah.
And then was it Neo that I really liked, that I've said I
Neo
like?
3.
Yeah, Neo was the one that I really liked.
Yeah, I bump it up to C+. I forgot about Neo. Because see, what I look at is games we haven't seen before, games that aren't on other people's stages. Like we've seen Crimson Desert, we seen Ninja Gaiden already on Xbox stage.
Yeah.
It's like new things, that. And for me, like we knew Wolverine existed, but from what we saw of it, it didn't look too hot. But it impressed me, and that's the one like game that's like I haven't seen before. Like I'm not gonna give them pluses for games like Battlefield and Crimson Desert. We've seen those games so many times. It's the new things that I want to see. Like we've already seen those games.
Yeah.
So and Xbox as the Xbox guy, I'm gonna give it a 6 because like shoot, Forza, that's about it. And then we didn't even get to see gameplay or anything. I didn't know.
Okay, yeah, that's the thing about it. Yeah, the Xbox show ironically actually scored lower. All they really showed of interest was Forza, right? And also immediately after it was over, right? I switched on to On Point with C Money in them, and C Money looked so upset, bro. Like, man, and he was saying like, something to the extent of, man, this was a fucking waste. Why'd I wake up this early?
But what did you expect though? They've already had like 3 or 4 shows this year.
I already said, like
right.
CGS is never anything too crazy. That's why I said like half hour ago. But for him, he expected the price for the Ally to be there and other things like that.
No, that's
understandable.
Fair criticism. That's fair criticism.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he looked dejected AF, and I must admit, if between the both of them, who came off looking better, I would say was Sony compared to Microsoft.
Oh, Sony looked better, but Sony gave us more information that we didn't know.
That's also Sony's first actual decent showing this year.
Yes.
Whereas Xbox has the developer direct in the beginning of the year, they show up at the former E3 time.
Yeah.
It's their first decent showing in 2 years.
Yeah, we can't probably more than that, bro. When's the last showcase that they had?
I said 2+ in my tweet, so keep on going. I agree with you. So
like they haven't had a good showing since they showed the PS5, bro. Like show me Ghost of Tsushima.
I'd probably say Spider-Man 2, probably going that far back, Yeah,
but no, so like that, but until Xbox gets some kind of footing in Japan, I expect it to be mainly an Xbox education show for the Japanese people.
Yeah.
They do a whole lot of letting them know that Japanese games are on Xbox too. They're doing a whole lot of play anywhere advertisements. It's basically an Xbox.
It's replaced the game. It's replaced the Game Pass now, right? The play anywhere is pretty much the new screen.
Well, look, they need to let people know that that's what separates Xbox from the competition. I'm about to say competitors.
Exactly.
That's what separates them. Is that Xbox has a presence on PC. Nintendo doesn't. They're afraid. PlayStation doesn't. They're afraid. Yes. Xbox has embraced that. Play your games anywhere. And so they need people to understand that when you buy games on Xbox, you can literally play them anywhere. And if you get this new handheld, you can play it anywhere.
Yeah, you know what they need to do? Like they need to have a secondary campaign that's elementary. You only need to buy the game one time with us. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, see, they can't do that yet, but they're working towards it. And see,
towards it, right?
Like the publishers, they're gonna have a hard time getting them to sign off on it. But if they create a platform that can be somewhat ubiquitous, right? You can make a handheld that is also an Xbox. Then can buy it once. But right now, you can't buy games on your Xbox console until they make your Xbox console a PC. You can't play games from your Xbox console on your PC, even if those games are, and them in their store are still kind of whack. Right, there are a lot of games that are in the Xbox store on console that don't show up on the PC storefront.
Yeah,
like you could buy games on Microsoft Store versus the Xbox Store for on the Xbox app. It's like
because I said on this show many times, my first preferred platform is Xbox Play Anywhere. If I want any particular game, right? That's the first place I want to purchase it from. If it's not there, then it's Steam.
I'm going to Steam.
You know,
Yep.
then after
If it's not there, I'm going to Steam.
Because it's not on PC, and then I have to get it on Xbox because it's not playing anywhere, but it's on Xbox, and I still want the game. Then yeah, I'll get it there
or on Game Pass if you want to get the discount. But
right,
yeah.
But other than that, that's the tier list, right? Of like outlets I want to purchase from is by default. So they already got me in that mindset already. They got to go improve.
But no, when it came to the TGS, I didn't have high expectations. You know, there were rumors about Forza. I kind of expected to see Forza. Some information about the handheld. They didn't really speak on the handheld, but you know, they spoke about what they can do as a platform. And so for me, if I was a Japanese person that had some type of interest in Xbox, then I would grade the show way higher. But as a guy who has an Xbox that's been in the ecosystem, nah, it wasn't.
I don't know. I don't know why they didn't announce the pricing and the pre-orders though, because they literally did it later the same day. So I don't understand.
Maybe they thought they were going to overwhelm the sites or whatever. But it was early in the morning. That would have been a good time to do it.
3 in the morning. Right.
It was 6 a.m.
Well, everybody was looking, including me. I was looking at 6 a.m. You know, when I woke up, all right, what's the price going to be? You know, and I was like, oh, they didn't announce it. That sucks.
Yeah,
man. Why were you wondering? You knew what the price was going to be. You
knew what the price is. I wanted to pre-order it though. We're getting nitty gritty here. It's October 16th. Come on now.
I know.
You know.
Well, see, a lot of people were complaining, but man, I think that they just really wanted to have the price, and they wanted to be confident in it because the Ally 2 is going to be about the same price. Yeah. You know, like there was really nothing. I thought the Ally 2 was out. That's how much I'm not checking for a new handheld, but it's not even out yet. So
the Ally 2
next will be the Steam Deck 2.
The Ally 2, the Legion 2. So is the Ally 2 out? Because I looked on Best Buy, because when I was trying to figure out how much it costed when we were talking about it earlier, I didn't see anything on the Ally 2 for sale. But I see the Legion Go 2 for sale for $1,500.
You're confusing. I think you're using the wrong name, because the Ally 2, there was the Ally and there was the Ally X, the black one. And now
I'm talking about the Ally. The Xbox Ally is basically the 2. It's using the new
Okay. So I mean the other one,
he's talking about SoC.
You're referring to the other one like a 1.5, basically. I got you.
Well, yeah, I don't call it X in it. I don't call it because it's basically the same. The only thing they did was put more RAM in it. And what else did they do?
And better battery, and it does perform
better
because of that. And it does perform better for that, though. That's the thing. So
yeah, really,
that's how I was perceiving it.
Jeez,
that's how I was perceiving it. But yeah, I guess so.
I spent good money. Don't tear my product down, okay?
Man, this guy's tearing down my purchase, man. Being my first handheld. What the hell?
Realist is like, your handheld's trash, okay?
Well, I got the black one, Realist. So I hope you're happy.
Nice. You know, but we know what you think about black ones, bro. Already, okay?
I'm part of the community.
Yes, you are.
All right, man. Let's get out of here. I need to get something to eat and then poop and then go to bed, because you know what? I got a job now that I have to wake up to.
He's a working man.
I'm a working man now.
Because I'm a working man now.
I don't know what that was like for 6 months, man.
Oh, bro.
And then now you get into it and you're like, man, can I go back?
No kidding. Dude, it's wild because, you know, I was the one picking up the kids, right?
Yeah. You were Mr. Mom for a while.
I hated it all the time.
So I was laid off for 9 months one time. And well, it ended up being cool because Evan was just born.
Yeah.
So I was doing so I got to see all of his like milestones that I know I would have missed, like his first steps and all that. So it was kind of cool. But no, that's a long time. It plays tricks on your mind and all that. Yeah. So and you like doubting yourself. You're like, will it ever happen? And it's like, yeah. So
that's where I am right now. That's where I am.
It sucks. So welcome back to reality.
It's ever been for me too. So
all right,
it'll happen.
Well, I know. Thank you for showing up, Karen. It was a pleasure.
I appreciate it. Thank you for allowing me to not do wisecracks on the chat.
On air.
Hey, bro. At first, I was like, "Man, this dude got Matthew McConaughey on the show."
The Texas twang. And I'm not even a Longhorn fan either. So
You don't have to be.
Retweet
All you need to
this
do is
guy,
say,
man.
all right, all right, all
All
right.
right, all right, all right.
All right, all right, all right, all right. What you mean, like Kevin Hart? I do it better than you guys. Jesus Christ.
No. I don't know
joking,
when did he say that?
Long time ago.
Like early 2000s.
Long-
No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, I don't even know. That
Was it Wolf on Wall Street or something? I can't
No.
remember. But
He said earlier than that. He said
What, Dazed and
earlier.
Confused?
It was oh god, I can't get it.
Magic Mike.
Dazed and
Maybe.
Confused.
Dazed and
Maybe it was-
Confused. Thank you. I couldn't.
Okay.
Dazed and
It
Confused?
was on the
Okay.
tip of my tongue. Man, I'm getting old. So
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's get out of here. Bye, everybody.
Good
Peace.
stuff.
Yay.
Peace.
All right.
bye.